In the last episode of Dice Another Day, our magical miscreants found themselves stranded in the Feywild. However, one member of the party, Reaghan, having some prior knowledge of the Feywild, decided to take charge. His first order of business was that everybody get a good night's sleep, as they'd be starting a long trek to a Fey creature's sanctuary when they awoke. As the rest of the party were asleep, Reaghan threatened the group's new companion Lee, who was prying into Reaghan's past more than he was comfortable with. During this conversation, Reaghan ended up learning that Theriel's death wasn't in fact a death, but rather a demotion from the Pantheon. After this encounter, Cedric took the next watch, where he unwove the artifact containing Putne and crafted it into a long strand of leathery material, which he fashioned a grip out of for the scythe that he had found previously. After a long 2-day journey, the party found a small hill with a door that seemed to be the sanctuary that Reaghan had spoken of. However, there was no sign of movement from the outside, until suddenly the group were made the unwilling participants of a pixie game show. They answered questions to the best of their ability, some seeming more targeted than others, before suddenly several of their loved ones were dragged into the game as prizes, leading the party to attempt a final desperate wager. The final bout was an arm wrestling contest between Arthor and Brom for a winner-takes-all fight, with everything being legal. By the end, Arthor came out victorious, taking all 3 people with them back to the material plane. This is where our adventurers pick up their magical misadventures.
Okay. You guys,
Okay.
what do you guys remember about the last session? Because there was a recap. Tyler
Pixie
knows.
Steve
I
Harvey.
wrote the recap for Tyler, but everybody
My
else.
mom. My mom.
Honestly,
Pixie Steve Harvey fucking ruined my life.
Oh my gosh, yes. Pixie Steve Harvey.
I love
told our
Pixie
back.
Steve Harvey. He's my man.
Pixie Star is
Pixie
Pixie
Star.
Steve Harvey
Now our
knows
mothers
what he
got...
did.
Sorry. Cedric and Marigold's mothers got kidnapped, and Reagan's mommy got kidnapped.
Yeah.
Honestly, they got God.
We could say collectively our mommies. Thank you.
No.
Don't single Reagan.
I don't think so.
Arthur
hate
arm
it.
wrestled for Reagan's freedom. Oh yeah, that was
And for his
fucking
mommy.
wild.
And one.
Oh boy.
A barely won.
Shut
Oh.
up!
Because he's a bear.
Anyway,
That wasn't even an intentional pun.
so it seems like you guys remember most of what happened last time. You remember going
Yeah.
through a portal,
Eh.
Yeah, I do remember.
I have
going
a
through a portal
newfound
at the end of the
hatred for
section.
pixies.
and you guys wake up on the streets of a city that's kind of like sandy and like
Oh,
or
fuck.
you're in a desert city. So there's like sand all over the place. You see a little coliseum in the distance. You see like there's several taverns around you, stuff like that.
Have I been in that coliseum?
And it is immediately very familiar to Gor'Ath.
Yeah,
You
Reagan.
might have been. It's so you guys are in Trundar, which is quite far away from
Oh,
Cinderglen.
God.
So if you had never gone past Diwali, you wouldn't have. But
Gor'Ath just immediately lets out, oh fuck.
Shit me in.
Oh,
Honestly,
dear.
probably not then.
okay.
This is fine.
So yeah, you guys are you guys kind of like come out of the ground. Like it's a weird sensation. You're like swimming through the ground, but like you're being pushed upward.
What?
So we're swimming upward.
It's
through the
called
ground.
floating.
The ground is
No.
liquid and you're in it,
Swim.
So swimming.
but you're being raised up.
Okay.
Okay, you're not
Land
being
swimming.
raised up by like the pressure of the water. You're being raised up by or the density of the water. You're being raised up by like a solid platform underneath you.
So like getting pushed up in a solid platform.
So you're
while
basically
swimming.
getting
Okay.
pushed through the floor, but you guys have some kind of like protective bubble or something that's causing the ground around you to turn liquid and then back solid immediately after you pass.
What the
That's
fuck?
cool.
What the fuck, guys?
I can only imagine what would happen if that spell suddenly failed and all the ground was no longer liquid while we were inside of it.
That'd be super cool.
Bestie, don't say that.
I forgot we
Oh.
had the pessimist.
We
Not
clip out of the
pessimist.
world.
He's just a guy.
He's just a
Realist?
dude. He's just a dude.
He's just a guy.
He's just
If we clip out of the world, we can glitch straight to the final boss.
Oh
You're
my
so
gosh.
right.
Can we try to
So
no
Yeah.
clip?
Oh, I
we
do
can
not
no clip
have
through
I
every
do not
dungeon.
have that encounter prepared. Yeah.
No, does not have an encounter prepared for us no clipping to the final boss.
I think that'd be
Damn.
funny.
Yeah.
too.
Guys, if we side hop left 3 times and then right another 4 before backdashing, we'll get to the secret chest room.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
Um,
guys. On 3.
We discussed achievements last time in our campaign. Now we have speed running. Let's speed run this campaign. Let's go.
Alright, I'm down to start a new run and speed run.
All
Let's go,
right,
guys.
so we end up on the surface here, right?
Yeah.
Um,
So, as you guys get up to the surface, you look around and you see that the 2 mothers are still tied up, still like have like a cloth keeping them from talking. And then you see I said it was a like
said it was an like an amulet of some sort. I
Yeah.
think maybe a
Like a locket, I think.
No.
locket. That's what it
It
was.
wasn't a stopwatch.
no, it was a
No.
lot.
It was a locket.
Okay.
It was
No,
a lot.
question. Are we in Trundar or are we like right outside?
You're in Trundar.
Okay.
Guys, I don't think we're in Lonuk anymore.
Ha ha
I think
Yeah.
ha ha ha.
I think Reagan is just sunken down to his knees, utterly crushed by that last encounter.
Oh, I want to make a reference so bad, but it's such a bad reference because none of you would get it except Tyler.
Then don't make
Why?
it.
Is it One Piece?
Anyway, yes, it's One
the
Piece.
joke is on.
Moving on. As you guys are like gathering yourself, like people come crowding around you, like, what's happening?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna cut my mom free.
Honey,
Nah, man.
where am I?
Great question, mother.
We're in Trundar.
Oh, lovely.
Where's
Yeah.
where's that?
Wait, doesn't she live in the continent and she doesn't know one of the major cities?
She is a commoner.
She's a girl boss. let her live.
Okay.
Commoners don't get to travel much.
But they would
Yeah.
have heard of it, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but she wouldn't know where it is, pretty much. Like,
Oh.
we are very, very far southeast of home.
Isn't southeast the lake?
Yes. We're on the other side of the lake.
Oh. Okay.
He is very just like unperturbed
Yeah.
by this.
Probably in shock. I'm also gonna cut loose Marigold's supposed mother.
Yeah, Marigold's not. She's kind of just sitting there, like, a
She
1,000 yard stare.
she runs over to you and she like embraces you. Honey, I'm so sorry.
No.
Hi. Oh, hello. Hi there.
I should have never let you go. It was such a terrible decision. I just was overwhelmed.
Give me a second. It's okay. It's okay. Where were you?
I was just in a town living my life. And then I got teleported to a strange world with a lot of color and then fire
Oh,
and then bodies.
oh.
And then I got teleported to the stage.
That's a lot
And
to
I'm
unpack.
here.
That's a lot to unpack. Maybe And Marigold's gonna like look around to all the rest of her party and be like, "What is the plan?"
You know, that's a great question. Um, anyone have any ideas? I don't really have anything.
I'm sorry. What was the what?
Do I have any like remaining friends in
No.
Trundar? Okay.
Are
good.
you are you doing okay, Reaghan?
He's like just he's just been silent. Like his it's like the silent sort of it's he's been quiet crying like this
Okay.
entire
It's
time.
silent contemplation and
No, it's tears. I mean, it's both, but yeah.
Okay. Cedric is gonna crouch down and just be like, so I'm not really good at the whole emotions thing. I leave that to Marigold. Um, do you need help?
Ay, you're really bad at this, Cedric.
Well, I don't see anyone else trying.
I
I think he just looks at the locket and just sort of
Yeah.
puts it in his pack and
As this is happening, Gor'Ath just like kind of just flips his hood up and keeps towards the back of the party, trying not to get noticed.
I mean, uh, please, you have your parents. It's all right.
That is fair. I suppose if a plan is needed, I would prefer to find well to get my mother back to our home. And I can only imagine that he'll gesture at like Marigold's mother that you also would prefer to go home.
I don't know where home is anymore.
That's problematic.
Right, so
I mean, I'm a human who was raised in the north of Ishallio, and the only things up there are Pautil and Ferucia. Ferucia isn't too kind to humans. And Pautil isn't too kind to anyone that believes anything different than their religion. So, kind of trapped between two.
Rock and hard place.
You could say that.
Um, well, Mother's bar could always use more regulars. Sorry.
are you suggesting
Probably-
my mother becomes an alcoholic?
I mean, her husband did die in a tragic event 15 years ago, so maybe.
We're not gonna talk
Give
about
me
it.
another beer.
We're not gonna talk about it.
Was that not a proper suggestion, Marigold?
I don't suggest allowing my mother to become enveloped is the right word. I don't know if that's the right word. In alcohol and hypothetically ruining the rest of her life.
Well, I never said she had to drink. It's just like
You said regular. She could like work there or something.
we serve more than alcohol. I mean, where do you think I learned how to cook?
On the streets.
He looks very offended.
He thinks you learned cooking street bats.
Back in the alleys, slinging bacon.
As you guys are discussing things, and the crowd is continuing to grow around you, like
Oh yeah.
people are like listening into your conversation and like peeping and chattering with each other, and then you start hearing like, ooh ah, as you hear metal hit metal, ooh ah.
Oh God.
And the crowd kind of splits onto each side of the road. And then you
Shark bait, ooh ha ha.
and then you see in the distance, essentially people in like soldiers garb, with like armor and shields and like swords, spears, axes, those kind of things. And they continue their chant, hitting their shields with whatever weapon or whatever they have in their other hand.
As Gor'Ath hears this, he immediately like flinches severely.
So you all right?
No, that is not good news for me.
Is it good news for the rest of us?
We should get off to the side of the road, like now.
Oh, are you a wanted
Alright.
man?
You
Holy
could
cow.
say that.
Not another one.
You
So,
could.
do you think, hypothetically, I'm not saying I'd do it, but do you think if I gave you over to them, they'd let me have the artifact after they executed you?
Cedric.
I'm like looking over the back of my shoulder nervously as I hear the chanting get closer.
Sorry.
I don't know. We need to get off the road now, though. Like
Okay.
now.
Are you guys
right.
splitting onto each side?
I think we just
I
go
don't
to
know
the
if
same
we'd.
side.
Yeah, I was gonna say I figured we'd gather on the same
Yeah,
side.
that's
Yeah.
kind of what I meant, but it was like, okay. The soldiers
Is
start
this-
to pass you. You see a group of 8 of them. In rows of 2, so it's 4 rows of 2. It's 2, 2, 2, 2. And then
Okay.
after them, you see a chariot being carried by 4 more soldiers with a guy in like royal attire.
It's being carried by people.
Yes.
Okay. That would be more of a pelican. than a
Is this
chariot.
somebody I recognize, Noah?
Yeah, very much so.
Oh, yeah.
You see him kind of like look out of the corner of his eye at the crowd, and he's waving and like doing the whole like royal, like he's doing the charade.
Yeah.
And then you see him look your way, Gor'Ath, and he goes, "Stop the cart!"
Oh, no,
fuck.
you peeked.
Not this guy.
Or "Stop the cart." That should have picked up better.
Yes.
You see Gor'Ath like rest his fingers and is like pinching the bridge of his nose. Just like, oh great.
Yeah, and they set him down, and he goes, Gor'Ath, old friend, and comes in to try to hug you.
I like slightly back up just so he misses his hug. I just be like, hey, just keep it at like arm's length. Okay, bud.
No need to be feisty, old chap. You know, after you left here, we do. You know. Anyway, moving on. How have you been? Where have you been? I've been looking for you.
Yeah, I know. I've had to hide from your looking parties multiple times.
Why would you hide from us, Gor'Ath? It wasn't just such a good life you had here?
No, it wasn't.
What do you mean? No, it wasn't. Oh, you were able to live freely as you pleased, with whatever women or money or anything you wanted. How could that be bad?
As long as I stayed in the city walls. The only reason you guys let me out is to kill people for you.
No, don't be so apprehensive. We let you out for your daily walks. Don't you remember?
Yeah, but predictably, I don't like very much being treated like a war dog.
Oh, pish posh, pish posh. Anyway, why don't you guys come back to the palace to have dinner with us?
Are you asking us or telling us?
That's up to interpretation.
Well,
You know
With
what
all
our
due
military
respect.
can do, Gor'Ath.
With all due respect, I think I'd rather eat at my own inn. And I'm sure my friends here wouldn't much argue with that, right?
I'd like to politely decline and leave.
I have more pressing
good.
matters.
We're all right.
Oh.
And Arthur is gonna like put a hand on Gor'Ath's shoulder and start just like inching him away from this guy.
I go willingly.
Oh. How dare you refuse a prince's orders? Oh.
You're a prince? I was
Yes.
gonna guess drag queen.
Oh.
An insufferable one,
Hey!
yes.
You guys.
Oh, insulting royalty never goes well.
You're
I'm
lucky.
terribly sorry, my liege.
No, don't be. You're lucky I'm forgiving, as I wouldn't want to make Gor'Ath upset. We do need him after all.
I'd like to. So, I think hearing this and sort of realizing, okay, there's some stakes going on. The facade sort of comes up, and I'd like to sort of make an introduction, take and kiss his hand, and in doing so, kind of call attention to the signet ring on my finger.
From Poyet.
Yeah.
He looks
clearly
at it.
of some value, some royalty.
He looks at it.
Yeah.
But it looks like his eyes are like he glances down at it for a moment and just looks back up at Gor'Ath.
So basically, he doesn't give a fuck. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just like whisper in his ear, like, I don't think that move's gonna work on him.
Well, our sincerest apologies. I don't think any of us would have refused if we were aware we were in the presence of such distinguished nobility.
No problem. Now, let's get off. Because of course it is around 7 o'clock here. Let's go. And he starts kind of like trying to lead you to the palace.
I assume we follow?
There's more soldiers behind the it's a group of 8.
Yeah.
The 4 that are carrying, and then another group of 8 behind. So
Unfortunate, yeah, I will follow.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if we go or not. He's not gonna let me go without a fight.
Yeah.
Damn it.
all right. You guys are kind of escorted up to this magnificent palace. It's got like fountains coming out of like serpents' mouths at the front, and you see big like wings coming off the side of it. And as you're walking up the steps, the rug underneath you kind of shifts and sways in an unnatural kind of way.
Oh,
This is
I don't
fun.
like that.
Me no wanna.
Me no wanna.
Me no wanna.
If we're able to, I don't know. I don't think we're going to be afforded any degree of privacy, but if I can just sort of whisper to Gor'Ath and
I mean, they're not
Try
escorting
to-
you like
yeah,
They're not, like, close
They're
to
doing
us,
it
but-
very
Yeah.
lightly because they don't want to offend Gor'Ath at all. So like,
okay.
Like, am I basically like treated like very well here?
Hmm.
yeah, no, they're like, yes.
Mm-hmm.
You said you were a war dog for these people. Do you command any sort of respect here? How can we expect
Our mothers
to,
are being brought along too, right?
Yeah.
Do we have any sway
everybody.
here?
Unfortunately, Reaghan, the only way I would get any sway is if my little friend were in control. They don't care about me if I'm in this form.
I wouldn't call
You
your
could-
friend little.
Remind me, is it physically distinguishable when he's when his little friend sort of takes control, or is it just
Yeah, it's
him?
No,
but-
you can immediately sense the demeanor change. But the only time
So it's
you
a
guys,
demeanor thing, but like
The only time you guys
There's no
basically-
physical change.
there's no physical change. It's just demeanor. As is for any of the hosts of the gods, as you've noticed with
Okay,
the
yeah.
Gor'Ath.
Yeah, I thought so, but I wanted to make sure there wasn't any like glowing white eyes, that sort of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I
usable.
do think I said that Gor'Ath's eyes went white, so we'll go
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah, you did
I
say
just-
that.
So
just
yeah,
said that.
Gor'Ath's eyes go white when he shifts.
All right. Ah, that's a shame.
Yes, I know. I tried many times to get away in this form, and they would not let me leave.
We'll see what we can do.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. You guys continue up into the palace. You get through the entry doors, and you see this big, grandiose staircase rising up. And he's like, "Oh, now let's continue forward." And you pass through the in between the two staircases rising from either side, and you go straight into a dining hall. And
Okay.
there's a bunch of food already prepared. It looks like they were expecting this day at some point, but they just have like continually had food every day for like
That's
They're
So-
real ready.
That's so wasteful.
that's so wasteful.
Yeah, no, they're
Ready this
wasting
man.
food at an incredible. Yeah.
Their food budget is very high.
Astronomical.
I mean,
I just
they
kinda
can
hate
afford
that.
having wasting food if they can just give it to the commoners outside when they're done with it each day.
I just kind of take my
Do they?
seat and
Yes.
refuse.
Do they?
Yeah,
How?
at the end of the day, they will take all of the waste and they will throw it out the top window, and it will be spread along the streets.
It's like that one
Wow,
movie where the
that's-
things go down and it's like all food and stuff.
Buddy with a chance
Bruh.
of meatballs.
That's fucked
What?
up, but also way better than I expected.
They throw a hot honey bun out the window.
Like,
Now, yeah, we'll continue, but there's a reason they do this that I'm really excited to.
Oh,
oh,
Gor'Ath
no.
kind of just takes
Oh,
his
no.
Gor'Ath just kind of takes his seat and refuses to eat any of the food.
Now, eat up. However, you will need it, for my father will be home shortly.
Fuck.
A king.
Great.
Mm. Does his father have a better head on his shoulders? Give us a rundown. What can we expect? Just sort of trying to aside as best we can. As
You're
I
talking
can
to,
with
you're
Gor'Ath.
talking to
Yeah. No, there's no way I would. Yeah, I'd be able to. No.
I just say that too. Like I was hoping I would never have to run to him again. His dad is so much worse.
Oh
Is-
dear.
Is he a pragmatic man, or
Let's
is this
just say-
level of
Let's just say he's the one who was ordered to. He's the one who gave the orders to experiment on children.
What?
I see.
Oh, it's that kind of place.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
And this level of, and he sort of gestures at the sort of overkill that is just, I assume, everything in this. Is this the father's doing? Is
Oh,
is he quite so? How do I say this? What's a polite way to say? Is he an airhead like his son, or is he he's I don't know if airhead, but
I get
uh,
what you mean.
hey,
yeah.
no, what? Can I speak with you in a private call for a second?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh shit.
what did I do?
It's already happened.
Let's move him here. Okay, what's up?
Okay, so I don't know what you have planned for him, or are you just going off of what I role play?
A little bit.
Okay, because I was kind of thinking like a Bill Seacaster type of crazy.
Kind of. Here's what he's going to be like if you want a full description.
Yeah.
He
I
is
want,
going
like-
to, when you guys finish up your little conversation, he is going to burst in the door. He's gonna kick in the door. He's gonna like come in. He's gonna like, you know how bodybuilders walk where they have their shoulders up and like kind of.
Yeah.
He's gonna come in like that. And then the first thing you're gonna notice is that he has scars all up and down his arms, face,
Mhm.
knuckles, like everything.
Yeah.
Um,
Because the prince gives off like a worse Fabian type of energy, and like I think like going in the like direction of having him like a Bill Seacaster type would be really cool.
here's what I have written down. Okay.
Alright.
Leader is corrupt, sometimes encouraging violence, even if there is no need for that violence. The reason they spread the waste throughout the city, is so that the commoners will fight over it.
Oh, so he just wants endless violence.
He craves violence, and he wants the survival of the fittest, so that he can find the strongest soldiers, which has worked till this point. They have the strongest military in Ishallio for a reason.
Mhm. So every day is just like a constant gladiatorial tournament.
There's a brawling pit in the middle of the city where there are constant fights
Oh
happening.
fuck, we're gonna get them to the brawling pit, right?
Maybe you don't know that.
Okay, great. All right, I'm good. Let's
Anyway.
go back.
So we
Dang,
got a group therapy.
I need to move Lucas back real quick. Hold on.
I
Oh.
lost the fame.
So
the fame.
I just turned up the radio and it's like, he is a vile maniac that craves violence constantly.
Oh.
Oh,
The king?
have fun.
Well,
That doesn't sound like much of a king.
Is there? Yeah,
Oh.
he kind of just rules with an iron fist.
As you say that, you hear the
that
door.
will be difficult to negotiate with.
You hear the door smash open. As you turn, you see a man bring his foot down, walking in with his shoulders up, like kind of strutting in. He has scars all up and down his arms and face and knuckles. He's wearing like an overcoat on top of him, on top of his shoulders, but he's not wearing the sleeves. So that you can see his like bare chest, but not like too much.
Okay.
And he's wearing like a belt, or like a piece of cloth that's been tied off at his waist and cinched. And I need to make art for this man, or I need someone to make art of this man, because oh god, he's hot. But in my mind, he's
I was gonna
hot.
say it sounds like the violent megalomaniac is
A
sexy as fuck.
violin.
He might be, you know.
Why are all the hot ones crazy?
Comes in, he's like, "My masterpiece, you're back
Oh dear. Oh,
after
no.
all these years.
Oh no.
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 You crave violence the same as me."
I was forced to. I didn't have a choice in it.
Oh, but you love it now, don't you? The bloodthirst.
No. Really, I prefer painting now.
Paintings
That's-
for the weak.
That's funny.
He gets
I like painting.
Then you are weak.
Paint.
No.
Painting the floors with the blood of his enemies. I believe is what he means to
Well,
say. He's quite the
Spending
artist in the
time on
throne.
anything but violence is futile.
Not.
That-
You have a Colosseum here, right?
Yes. We also have a brawling pit.
That's concerning.
You...
Respectfully, what's the difference?
Well,
That is what I was going
the
to ask.
Colosseum is for entertainment. The brawling pit is for fun.
No, I assume that Gor'Ath has watched a lot of the Blind Pit and has
In his youth.
been in the Prowling Pit more times than he can count.
Yeah, probably.
So many dead. He
Um,
just says under his breath.
uh, he walks up to how I have you guys oriented, I think, is that you're sitting at a long table with your mothers, and then like the five of you, and then I think
Okay.
Gor'Ath was sat at the end of the table, and then the prince at the other. So this man is like walking past his son and past each of you on his way to Gor'Ath.
Oh dear.
I'm concerned. I
Um,
don't like it.
I'm just
I
gonna
was gonna
sort
say,
of.
as he walks past Cedric 100% like tenses.
Like,
I assume
I-
Reagan is sitting close to me, right?
I assume so, yeah.
I would assume
I
so.
think I would think that besides Gor'Ath, they would let you guys pick your own seats, essentially.
Gor'Ath,
I know I put myself near Gor'Ath just because I think Reagan sort of gravitates towards
so
power, and it
towards-
seems like
I can,
Gor'Ath holds power here.
so I can assume Gor'Ath has been like face to face with this man more times than he can count.
Oh,
in his
100%,
life.
yeah.
So
This is
he still frightens him a little bit
yeah,
to his
this is
core.
the man
but
that from your childhood has raised you by like throwing you into brick walls.
so as
Oh
Gor'Ath,
god.
so as he walks up to Gor'Ath just instinctively just stands up and meets him face to face. Direct eye contact. He's looking to that man's soul.
You've gotten
Oh!
What soul?
you've gotten taller. Grabs your face, smashes your face into the ground.
Huh?
Oh,
Yeah, I think
you've gotten stronger. I just grab his face and smashed it into the table.
Ah,
You can try.
Yeah,
probably.
he's making a strength save throw on that one.
He is.
Uh,
Oh, I
yeah,
see.
no,
This
did
is-
no, you
did
I
do
was
it.
just-
Gor'Ath not get a strength save?
Nope.
I assume this is just commonplace greeting in this household.
Yeah, you hit his face into the table. Part of the table like snaps and folds under his weight. And he goes, "That was a good one," while wiping blood from his brow.
You as well. I just
God.
wiped a little bit of blood off the bridge of my nose.
Now, let's continue. Punches you or attempts to punch you in the gut.
Do I
Oh
get a
god.
saving throw on this?
That's a-
Does an 18 hit?
It does indeed.
Cool. Take 6 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
Oh dear.
As he does this, Gor'Ath just takes this and just punches him right in the chin.
In the chin. Okay, roll the
Yeah.
hit.
Does a 15 hit?
Yeah.
Sick. I just like wind up as he punches me in the gut, kind of recover for a second, just wind up and just like freaking right hook him in the jaw. Just like as hard as I can.
Yeah, you dislocate his jaw.
Oh my god.
It's like hanging at an angle, and he just raises his fist up to it and snaps it back in place and smiles.
What the fuck is going on, guys?
Marigold is losing her shit right now.
yeah, Reagan is like been inch by inch scooting his chair away from this shit.
I think when Gor'Ath like first got his face slammed into the floor, Cedric like stood up and put a hand on his scythe.
Okay.
Right.
Who's gonna-
You're
Who's
like-
gonna have to fight him?
I just say you're still so strong, you grandpa.
Ah!
You've
Why did that sound sexual?
No, it's not
You
meant sexually.
grandfather.
no.
You grandpa. But he has very
Granddaddy.
much, he has like a lot of contempt in this voice.
You've
Yeah.
stayed
You could-
stagnant, you fool.
I think Reagan, like, this guy
No.
walked into the room and Reagan was like ready to turn on the schmooze because he's like, this is royalty. This is what. And he is shocked to his core by. This is not a realm he could compete in even slightly.
This is not what royalty does.
Yeah. He raises you up, sticks you back on your feet, and like starts walking away. again. Goes,
Reaghan, do you think I'd be of help here?
and
Yes.
as he's walking
Yes.
away,
Do
he-
something. Command his respect.
as he's walking away and he waves his hand and goes, now that they're done, feed the dogs.
So
And the mat that's holding all of the food in place
Question.
folds up. Yeah.
no, I was about to say too after Reagan's done.
Yeah.
Jacob.
I think Reagan sort of like head gesturing to Arthur to like get up with him, stands up and says, "As a matter of fact, we're not done here."
Sit
And
down.
I'm going to have I'm going to sort of step back and sort of gesture Arthur forward as like I think we can command some respect here, and just like go.
Right.
So
Sit the fuck down.
Arthur is going to take
Oh.
a step forward. You know, I'm rather happy to meet you, King. You know, looking at that pipsqueak you call a son, I thought your entire bloodline might be weak.
before they do
Maybe-
this, can
maybe
I
no,
just like
maybe
can
we
I
don't-
just
So I never
No.
described the prince, and that's on me. He's like almost as big as the king. It's pretty close.
Arthur is going to say that regardless.
Okay.
before
Yeah, I think
you guys-
Arthur's point stand.
before y'all do this, can I just be like, yeah, like this is a place where like you need to like fight back to be respected, but you don't talk out of turn. Like you'd have to be an idiot to talk out of turn in front of the king.
He
Well, good thing.
yeah. You say the whole stuff about his son. He wipes his nose, turns to you, goes, "If you think he's so weak, fight him then," and continues walking away.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
All right, let me prove it then.
Please, can we not? Can we not?
Oh, father,
Oh,
Oh. you're giving me an opportunity to fight.
Oh,
Why did his voice get so much deeper?
He's in fight mode now, bro.
Arthur is ready to throw
King,
hands.
king. But before this goes down, I just addressed the king. I was like, I heartily think this is the place and or time for this to happen.
This is not your kingdom to rule. He continues walking away.
I think everybody should just shut their mouths respectfully.
Same fucking
maybe
grandpa.
not.
I think that's a great way to lose respect here.
No.
I don't think talking is what gets respect.
Yes,
Have you
talking
just- we
isn't.
have
I'm
respect.
going to throw a right hook at the prince.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, roll the
fuck
hit.
yeah.
Okay.
At this point in Gor'Ath's life, he's just so tired of violence, so he
Uh,
just sits down.
Are you
and rests
aiming
his
anywhere
head.
specific, or are you just throwing hands?
I'm aiming straight for the face.
Okay.
Gor'Ath just sits down and rests his hand. head on his
That
hand.
is a. Let me pull my character sheet back up here. That is a 11 plus 5. That is a 16 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
Wonderful. That is 4 points of bludgeoning damage as it's an unarmed
Okay.
strike.
As you wind up your punch and try to punch him in the forehead.
Oh, there's no wind up.
Or okay, as you're punching him in the forehead,
Yeah.
he braces himself, leans forward, and just stands his ground and takes it.
I like this one.
Nice.
I like it here, guys.
You said you did 4 points of damage.
Yes, 4 points of bludgeoning.
I assume I
yes.
scarred this man a lot growing up, seeing as we probably grew up very close together.
Probably, yeah.
So I'm just like sitting there, I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was gonna
I guess-
go with that. I'm just sitting there.
Okay.
I was gonna say to Marigold. Gor'Ath, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think a physical show of force is the best way to gain respect with this
He's-
group.
I wipe like blood that's like trickling down my nose. I'm like, no, really? I couldn't tell.
I'm gonna like glance over my shoulder ignoring the prince after punching him in the face. Gor'Ath, what's the verdict on magics?
As you're saying that, he's gonna grab the back of your skull and slam you into the ground, just like his father did to Gor'Ath.
No strength save, I assume?
No, you can.
Okay.
That was a specifically king thing.
Okay, I do need an answer on this, though.
Yes.
Ooh.
That is a natural 20 for a 25.
Okay.
Wow.
As he says that, I just like respond to him. Unfortunately, they only see magic.
gonna take 3
necessary in
damage.
war.
3 damage?
Yeah. As he still hits you in the back of your neck, but you don't
Yeah.
go down.
Okay.
As
Does Gor'Ath answer?
He did
like,
answer.
unfortunately, magic is only necessary in war for them. It has no
Yeah.
place in the city.
Damn,
All right.
you're a tough one.
I was all right then. Weapons? And I'm gonna throw another punch at him, aiming for his gut.
Okay. Roll the hit.
I'm trying to figure out what I can and cannot do here. Because I'm not a monk, so unarmed strikes are kinda...
Yeah.
That's a 16 plus 5 for a 21.
That hits.
Okay, 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Describe your hit.
Arthur, like, going from, the kind of half slouch, is going to look over his shoulder, ask Gor'Ath, weapons allowed? As he's going to pivot on his foot, aiming his non-dominant hand right below the sternum.
Okay.
As he says that, I just imagine the prince just takes out a sword or some shit.
No, he doesn't actually. In fact, he gets hit.
Doesn't?
He gets hit in the sternum and like coughs up a little bit.
Huh.
Coughs up a little bit of what?
Just spit. Like
Oh.
I mean,
Darn,
in
this
these,
isn't anime.
no,
in these,
it would be blood if he was more damaged, but he isn't. He isn't.
Fair.
in this instance, the king makes the rules. I don't rule this kingdom.
And you hear the footsteps of the king going going up the stairs outside of the dining hall.
Oh, is he coming back?
No, you guys were in the dining hall.
Oh, we went downstairs.
No,
Okay,
you guys
who's
didn't go.
all-
You guys remained on
who
the same level and continued forward into the dining hall. There are stairs
so
going upwards to a higher level. That's where
In the
he's
dining hall.
Outside
Okay.
the dining hall.
Okay.
Okay. Then this guy's eyes are gonna go bloodshot red. Does a
Does
a 17 hit you?
Yes, a 17 does hit.
Okay. Then that will also hit because that was much higher than 17.
Great. Oh, he has multi-attack. Great.
Oh, right. Shit.
I'm gonna be honest. I had no illusion that any of these guys were the same level as us.
Oh, yeah, no. I didn't think they would be either.
You will be taking 27 points of physical bludgeoning damage.
Oh, this would have been so
Oh,
much
baby!
Is he a monk?
I just Gorgeous rests his hands. in his
Either
hands and
that
just
or
hear,
his fists are imbued with something.
This would
Oh,
be so
yeah,
much
that checks out.
easier if people just kept their mouth
Remember, the king experiments on children. There is no doubt in your mind that he experimented on his own son.
Yeah, he definitely did.
It's Arthur's turn to cough a little bit as just like blood is leaking from the corner of his mouth.
How'd you like that one?
Well, unlike the first one, I actually felt that one.
The first one wasn't supposed to be a hit. It was supposed to be a grab, but you resisted enough.
Well, it looks like you're garbage at that, aren't you?
That's
And Arthur is going to rage.
okay.
Just Gore's head is just in his hands as he slowly shakes his head.
And just to be certain, I still do not have control over my rage, so inevitable bear.
Inevitable
Correct.
bear. Inevitable bear. Yep.
Lovely.
Inevitable bear.
Inevitable
Oh,
bear.
we love
It's here.
inevitable bear.
I love inevitable bears.
Inevitable bear is my favorite.
Episode 7, the inevitable bear.
I mean, pretty much at this.
Hey,
I just gotta pull up the bear stat block here. I have no delusion that this man will not be able to take a bear, but I gotta at least try.
I think it would be funny if he,
Okay.
same as me, just didn't have any object
Okay.
permanence, and he thinks he's just
So-
fighting a bear now.
So I'm going to, as a bear, take a chomp chomp at him.
Okay. Roll the hit.
That is a 14 plus 6.
That hits.
Okay, 20 to hit, and then 1d8 plus 4 damage.
oh, that's nice. That makes me happy inside. I was so afraid for the. Oh,
Actually, no, it's 1d8 plus 6 damage, because rage. Angry bear.
angry bear, angry.
Okay, so that
Angie.
is 7 plus
Angry.
6. 13 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then claw attack. That is a 10 plus 6, 16.
Okay. That also hits. Yeah.
Perfect. 2d6 plus 6. That's 5 plus 3. 8 plus 6 is 14 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Cool.
As this is happening, I think Reaghan leans to Gor'Ath and just, what do we expect if he wins? What do we expect if he loses? Are we gonna have to
I mean,
bust out of here?
either no, no, don't be silly. This is commonplace greetings.
And then
Good.
on his turn, because we never actually rolled initiative, he is going to. Give me a second here.
Let's try to range.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
no.
going to suplex the bear.
Oh,
And he
What?
fucking what? Can
Is
he do
he
that
a
to a creature larger
Russian?
than him?
Yes.
No, I just talked to Reagan and I'm just like, oh yeah, this is 100% normal here. This is not like actual.
He is grappling the bear, correct?
If he,
Yeah.
can we
Okay.
expect a
Take,
leg up here if
27
he
on-
wins?
Take 27 on that.
Possibly. More likely is they won't
You
give
said
a
I wasn't
fuck
good
if
at
I just go
grappling?
away.
And then he's gonna deck you in the face immediately afterward.
he's
Er.
a Russian.
No.
I'm
He is-
assuming an 18 hits.
Yes, bears do not have
these-
good AC.
Yeah.
Just for my mental image, are these all Goliaths?
No, actually.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
It's,
What
it-
are they?
So actually, the father and his son are both orcs.
Orcs.
Mm.
Okay.
Response.
Okay. That changes my mental image a little.
Yep.
Awesome.
Also, you take another 13 damage from the punch to the bear face.
Oh, 27 and 13.
Yeah.
And are
Okay.
those? Did you pre-reduce those or are those?
No, those have not been reduced yet.
Okay.
Okay.
I forgot
perfect.
about reduction on rage. Damn, that's annoying.
I mean, that's kind of a player job, anyways. I don't know.
Damn, that's
As
annoying
long-
that you get reduction and a full another health bar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that still nearly took me out.
Yeah, but
I mean, that's still 20 fucking Jesus. Okay.
yeah.
Okay,
He's
I
not
am going
throwing
to-
punches at all.
I'm going to tear this man's Achilles tendon off.
Oh,
I am biting his Achilles tendon.
okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Roll the hit.
That is a 18 plus 6.
You hit. I'm gonna say that you would have only actually taken out his Achilles if you got a 20, because
This is understandable.
Fair.
but you definitely
That was the goal, not necessarily the result.
yeah you definitely like you're putting a chunk in his leg.
And that is 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to aim a I'm gonna try to hit him with my claw on his other Achilles tendon.
Okay, yeah, roll the hit.
Gor'Ath, I have a question.
Yes.
Okay. That is
Does the prince have a passenger like you? And if our friend here were to accidentally kill him, do you think
my
I'd have the
gosh.
time to
There
obtain
ain't no
it?
accident,
He-
Chief.
He does not.
That is a 17 plus 6 to hit.
I
So
That hits.
I just have to turn to Cedric and be like, no, he does not. His father needs him to be able to lead his army.
6.
And he cannot do that when a god is in control.
So that is 18 points of slashing damage as I rolled max.
Cool. It's his turn now.
Mhm.
He is going to like let out a guttural scream, or like not a scream, but like not a grunt. It's a scream.
What?
It's a scream, but it's like a.
Is it a?
It's like
Is it a
deep-
yell? Is it a roar?
It's like a roar. Yeah, that's a better word for it.
Yeah.
And then he's just gonna unload on you. He's just gonna like 4 punches all as close to your
Whoa.
face as possible.
Oh shit! Yeah, monk.
we
Monk
please
or
25,
monk or
29.
something fucking insane.
23. Yeah, those all hit.
I'm gonna be real. I think he's a monk Barian.
11,
Probably.
Guys, I don't like him.
22.
No. I'm gonna like. I'm just gonna like.
Imagine growing up with him.
Not fun.
32.
You know,
Take-
I thought I would have any kind of chance at all.
Take
It would appear I was mistaken.
Take
Yeah.
52 points of damage.
Alright, so
Oh.
I am
26.
unconscious.
Yeah, I assume so.
20. Like bear into human, it takes everything.
Yes,
21 points.
I had 1 HP left on
Oh
human.
my god. Oh my god.
I
oh
do
my
have
god,
to
oh my
remind the
god.
players
Yet.
that my enemies do not have to be of a specific class. They can.
No,
Yeah, that's fair.
they can't just be wildly homebrewed.
Yes.
Why are we
okay.
homebrewed and bullshit?
You weren't supposed to beat him.
Oh no, I
That's
figured I wasn't
fair.
supposed to win.
Also, you
but
okay?
also,
I will give you that you had him on 8 hit points.
Oh.
Oh my
that
god.
explains why he got 4 attacks.
So yeah, he.
And you, I'm
The
gonna.
the 4 attack thing was determined way beyond that point. It was once he gets below of like 10% threshold of his health, he'll do it. But
As I see
Damn.
Arthur pass out, I'll be like, oh no, don't worry, he's done.
yeah, and he like the orc kind of falls back on his ass and goes, "That was tougher than I thought." And he's like,
I like
Rigid though.
through my teeth like Marigold.
I could have potentially won that if I started outraging.
"Yep."
Honestly,
I'm going to use Q word.
Yeah.
I can't
So he
say
he
word.
had a health mechanic where the lower he got, the stronger he was gonna get. So
God.
at first,
That's cool.
At first, it was just a attack or just the grab, and then once you got him, hit him a couple of times, then he got the 2 punches. And then once you got him a little lower, he got the suplex and punch, which was like 50% health. And then once he got down to 10 health, he got the 4 punches.
No, I
Jesus.
actually have a question. Am I considered like family to them, to the king and son? Because I actually don't know where I stand relationship wise with them.
You're their project.
Yeah.
Oh, fun. They don't see me as a human being. Okay, sick. Got
So
it.
you gain 6
But
or no,
also, the
7
king
points
sees his
of
son as a
healing back.
project. So
Kind of.
So
You
like
have the same level of respect from the king as his own son does.
in a way.
Vaguely.
Ugh. So how much did I heal, Marigold?
7.
Okay.
Seeing as I just dislocated the king's jaw and he didn't kill me, I could have guessed that.
I would
you said
like
he
to
has
walk up
what,
to the
like
prince.
you said he has what, like 8 health left?
Yeah, about.
So like, what if I just magic missiled and we booked
No.
it?
No, that would be a terrible
Okay,
idea.
I would like to walk up to the prince.
You shouldn't be be standing. Oh my god.
I will remind you guys that Trundar does have the strongest military in Ishallio.
Yes,
No.
I am dangerously
Moving
aware
on,
of that.
continuing, because clearly
Yes.
something's gonna happen.
Yes. So
Yes,
I'm going to
Arthur.
walk up to the prince, and I'm going to just reach out and offer him a hand. No, it's been a while since anyone's been able to take me down. Congrats on that.
He grabs your hand like firmly, and then like he's not gonna allow you to pull him up. He's gonna pull himself up using your weight.
This is understandable. I'm gonna brace so he's not pulling me forward.
That's fair.
We're gonna ignore the fact that he nearly lost an arm wrestling match to a pixie, right?
We're not mentioning that here, Cedric.
He
All right,
became
all
a
right.
bear.
We're
It's
not
okay.
mentioning that here.
Uh,
All right. New plan. I sort of talking to the specifically Cedric and Marigold. We are the servants, slaves, whatever is acceptable here. Our job is to prop these two up as the strongest people in the world right now. Deal?
Yes.
Deal.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's the story.
Absolutely. I get it.
What's in it for me?
Not dying.
Living. Thank
Fair.
you, Marigold.
Oh my god,
Oh,
I would tear
oh,
you
no.
apart.
It's like I just go over them like, oh no, you guys don't understand. You'll live either way. They don't want to lose me.
Good enough.
Lovely.
That's their number one priority.
Yeah.
however,
Gor'Ath, what's the story? Have you been? Do we tell them you've been a murder machine of some sort throughout our time knowing you? How do we prop you up here?
I want you to tell them that you have only seen me use magic, and I am the only one that has spoken. They
No, no,
The only
you,
one
guys,
who's-
you guys don't know about the other guy. You guys don't know about him.
other
You don't.
girl, your goddess is
All right.
still
Girl,
a
I'm
girl.
sorry. I'm sorry for assuming her gender.
You didn't know. You should have known. I said it to you last week.
Well, I forgot. That's 1 week ago. Now,
Shame on you.
Oh, don't bring up her.
yeah,
Got it.
don't bring up her whatsoever.
Good to know.
Okay.
All right.
Your
And
magic
then
plan.
the son goes, "Well, you heard my father. Feed the dogs." And the tablecloth folds up with all the food in it, and is like dumped out of the window.
What?
You guys might
Oh.
not want to look down there.
What is that supposed to mean?
And then you hear commotion from outside.
I'm gonna go look down there.
Oh, the commoners are tearing each other apart, aren't they?
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
no.
Yes, they are. Like, Gor'Ath is
Oh.
not surprised by this at all. He has seen this far too many times to be surprised.
Tidy ho.
I should.
And the prince walks away. In a similar vein as the king did, starts walking up the
Mhm.
stairs and
I'm going to actually put my signet ring away and sort of, I don't know, kind of try to hide any signs of what might have been nice clothes, because I don't think coming from a majocracy is going to impress these people, and I think right now the role I play is
Honestly, you're as good as
yes,
the commoner to them.
yeah. My role is servanthood to the strong men of our group right now.
Well, if nobody has any qualms, when those commoners are done tearing each other apart, I would like to pick among the corpses.
Cedric, please. We have much more to deal with.
Cedric, there's no sorcerers here other than the ones
I'm
that
yeah.
are specifically hand-picked for the army.
So you.
That you know.
I know
mean-
far more than you think about their military. Then
That
I'd say we
doesn't
take his
mean
word
you
for
know
it.
everything.
Ladies,
I
please.
know damn near everything.
as you
Like,
guys are talking, you see 2 or 3 like guards post up at the doorway, the door that's
Okay.
your way out.
We can't leave.
And they just
yay.
kind of like put their all 3 of them have spears, glaives, or like halberds.
Some
and-
form of
Mhm.
polearm.
yeah,
as
and
I
they all
see,
like stick, spearhead, halberd like point or like glaive tip into the ground first.
as I see them, I walk up to them. Billy, how are the kids?
Oh.
Deadpan.
I know this man. I know this man, Noah.
Deadpan, no, stone faced.
Oh, that's right. You're on duty. I'm sorry. We'll catch up later, okay? Okay.
What the fuck?
I love it.
I know
I
Billy's,
hate it, but I love it.
Billy's a great guy. I love Billy.
Yes. Is it just the royal
Uh-huh.
family we need to worry about them? Is everyone else
Oh.
stable?
We have to worry about royal family. We have to worry about the military somewhat because they still want me here. Because if they don't do their job and they don't keep me here, they will die.
Gor'Ath.
Oh dear.
Another new person that you guys haven't seen.
I
Kinda
just like
kinda.
recognizing the voice. I just like cover my eyes and just like, oh, what now?
You were a good one, but you betrayed us. Now, the family would like to keep you alive for our use. I don't see a point in that. You shall
But
come
you
with me.
realize if something happens to me, it's your ass.
You think I'm not prepared for that, Gor'Ath?
I was a
Are
snake
you?
person. Is that why you're talking like that?
Can I get a I was gonna say, can I get a physical description of who this
Who is this guy?
Yeah,
Or is this
Yeah.
from the
Where's
shadows?
this coming from?
yeah. It's a Yonti, like split tongue, like speaking
Ooh,
with
lovely.
like a weird
Is
lisp.
this
Mm-hmm.
is this
Like
just a
armor
regular?
wearing? Do we get?
Hold
Yeah,
on.
this-
Are we talking about a pureblood or like like an actual
Yeah.
snake person?
Actual snake person.
Okay.
Just another is this another sorcerer? This is a soldier.
This is the person that brought you away from your friend's grave.
Wait,
What?
what?
Can I
Huh?
get a quick gauge as to what position this person holds in the, like, does this look like
you see emblems and stuff along their coat. It seems
Okay.
to be they're very, very high up in the military, if not second in command.
all right.
Friend's grave.
Do you not remember your own backstory?
Noah, you changed so much of it. I didn't get a chance to read it back over.
I just changed grammar, dummy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure, I remember it.
Okay.
I'm unconvinced, but I think we proceed.
Anyway, you shall come with me.
I don't think. I don't.
Would you like us,
that.
Master? Would you have us come with?
Who is that being addressed to?
That'd be
To
Gor'Ath.
me. Don't
Oh,
call me
boy.
master, please. Yes, I would.
Gor'Ath.
I am
We'll
not
go with
going.
Sir.
I am not going anywhere without my friends.
No.
I'm honored that you
Again,
think of us that way.
the royal family said they wanted to keep you happy. I don't care about that.
I just give like Reaghan a weird look as he's addressing me like this. I'm like, dude, what the flip?
And I, in turn, am like, play the fuck along.
Now,
I'm trying to prop you up, bro.
You will come with me alone, or else.
Or else what? There is military right there. I'm not going anywhere without them seeing and reporting.
That's so funny that you think they won't follow me first.
Oh dear.
Oh, you have a way better head on your shoulder than that maniac does. You're right, shit.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Now, I just want to talk.
And there's.
Usually with you, talking comes with a much graver price.
Now, young ones. You mortals don't live as long as us, but
Arthur's preparing for round 2.
But I won't hesitate to end your insufferable life if you don't come with me.
Well, that sounds like an empty threat. All I've heard is how much the king wants them alive.
You guys do remember, as you're looking at the snake person who's speaking in lisps and like all of this, you remember that the palace had snake heads with waterfalls coming out of them, and that there were large wings adorning the sides of it.
I'm going to go
Portals?
out on a limb, my friends, and say that this person is potentially a bit more important than the king.
Gor'Ath?
Could you be more
Sir?
important to the king?
I don't. Noah? Is he? My character would know this, but I don't know this personally.
You know he's important to the king.
It's
Other
his
than
right-hand
that,
man.
There is nobody higher than the king.
Well, and this is also a fact, and I'm just saying this from experience and research, but Gor'Ath, I do believe that you should go with him, because
Oh.
as much as I think the king and the prince probably care about what you can do for them, starting over from scratch is always an option. And I don't think you want that, what that implies.
So I turn back to him. So, let's go talk.
Can I quickly make an insight check and try and gauge how the soldiers feel about this? Where like, are we getting some sort of like I don't know, like, is this allowed? Are we supposed to let this happen, or
they're
are they just
completely
fully cool with
stone-faced.
this?
No,
They're
Especially
fully
Billy.
cool with this. Okay.
Especially Billy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Billy.
Do I get the impression that that's just like Buckingham Palace, like
They-
they're
Yeah.
just not allowed to show
They
emotion?
were
Yeah.
they were trained to follow
Okay.
orders.
Yeah,
and
they're not betraying anything. Gotcha.
No, they know what happens to people who betray.
I assume there's no
And-
chance we follow in secret.
That aren't Gor'Ath, obviously.
I'll allow. Well, there's soldiers.
Do any of the soldiers follow?
No, the soldiers would stay up with you guys to watch, keep an eye on you. So no, you wouldn't
Damn,
be able
okay.
to follow.
Shoot,
So
okay.
I assume me and him are exiting the room.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lean over to Reaghan. I can try to give
Yes.
you a distraction if you want to follow him.
I can try. The direction they're going, well lit, sort of dungeony vibes. Like
yeah, they're headed to a cellar door, or like what you can assume is
Okay.
a cellar door, like for a wine cellar or something.
Is this
I
somewhere?
would.
Is this somewhere being in the palace? I recognize where we're going and what its use is.
Yeah, no, you for sure reckon. Well, actually, no, you wouldn't, because you were passed out at the time. So no.
Oh fuck. Okay. I think I have an idea as a player. All right, sick. I follow him.
Okay.
I would have known.
Just for like orientation's sake, he's leading and he's having you follow, but there's no guards behind you or anything.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I assume there's windows, right?
Where?
In the like dining hall where we all are.
I described that they threw the food out.
Yeah, they throw it out.
Is there still like,
So I'm gonna
screams?
yeah, sort of responding to Arthur. I'm gonna, as much as I'd love to follow, I can't exactly pretend to be a guard, and none of them are following. And if any of them notice I'm missing, it'll make waves.
Can I look back and like give a signal like don't follow?
Yeah.
You're already out the
Yeah.
door, aren't you?
Well, no, he's.
We're exiting. I
Yeah,
like look back
flashback.
and get like it's worse if you follow and you
Yeah.
get it's gonna be worse for all of us.
Yep. Even if they don't notice me leave, they'll notice I'm gone.
Yes,
That's fair.
exactly.
As Gor'Ath is being led, you get down to the wine cellar. You see a bunch of wine barrels lined up against the wall, and he kind of presses one of the corks, and the wall slides open a little bit, just enough for him and like whatever he's carrying to like have enough room to go through. He goes through. I assume you follow him.
I do because I don't want to die.
Yeah. You hit some stairs. The wine cellar closes, or the wine barrels close behind you, and a single light flicks on.
There's a single light bulb just swinging.
Yeah, essentially.
All right. So what's do you want to discuss?
You continue. Like, you're still walking down.
Oh, we're still walking. I thought we stopped.
No,
Okay,
you guys
yeah.
are continuing to go. This is just
Okay.
the first step of his elaborate security measures.
Okay, I got you.
I want to discuss a pact between you and I, as I had to play it up while the other ones were around, but
Second warlock? Question mark.
Oh,
but
do I get something like? Can I roll insight and see like if he's like doing
well,
this?
just let him continue his conversation.
Should we be hearing this?
I bet.
It's fine. You guys are gonna end up getting the knowledge from Gor'Ath anyway when he comes back up.
Yeah.
Would we?
The snake guy is just basically saying while there were other soldiers and things around,
He needed to like
yeah,
play it up.
yeah. I would like to discuss a deal, a pact, as you would. I don't like the king. I think his ways are vile and brutal. However, I have put up with it so that I could continue my research.
Oh, as we all know, nobody likes the king except his son.
Now, as we continue down these halls, you're going to notice some things that are vile, disgusting, things that I would rather not be. I would rather not be
Doing.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And you start hearing like whimpers and crying from either side of you, with big iron doors with little slits in them.
Was it like the chimeras from Full Metal Alchemist?
Kinda.
Okay.
Now, we're not going to beat the king one-on-one in any fights. Physical, that is.
Yeah. The man's a beast, let's be honest. He is.
He's a brutal tyrant who rules with an iron fist.
Oh, you think I don't know that? I know that.
Now,
Oh.
I have an attachment to you, as I think of you as my son of sorts. Don't think of yourself too highly around me, though.
All right, Dad.
Me thinking of you as a son does not mean that you hold a place in my heart. Now.
Okay. Is this my first time meeting this guy, or have I met him before? Or did the king like?
You haven't met this guy. Well, you have, because he's the second in command of the army, so you've worked under him. But
I haven't had in-depth conversations with him.
He's never been like this. Yeah.
All right, I got you.
Now, what I need to do is gather people to overthrow the king. Now,
I mean, you're gonna have a hard time getting that. All of these soldiers have been trained to follow the king. I mean, like brainwashed.
You know nothing. Everything since you have been gone has changed.
Interesting. All right. How so?
Now, flicking his tongue. Let's continue. You continue walking down the hall. You get to a door, and he inputs a code into it, and it opens up, and you see a little Goliath child.
As I say this, I instinctively feel anger, remembering what they did to me.
Now, you should know this person very well. You're not gonna look in your backstory to find this. This is
something. All right, I got you.
As
I wasn't.
This person you should know very well, as you should know yourself very well.
So he's a clown.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Hmm.
We've named
What-
this one Gor'Ath.
Oh. Oh. If Gor'Ath ever dies in character,
Gor'Ath is the
there's gonna be. Oh
Gor-
no, my twin brother.
my slightly younger clone, Gor'Ath.
Love that.
Alright.
Love that.
Now,
Do you intend on doing the same thing you did to me to him?
he's a clone in every way.
So it's already happened then.
Yes.
Different god this time, or same one?
The kid like starts looking up for the first time since you guys have been like there. He's like, help. In your voice, which is really weird to hear.
I just look at him with like sad, like pitiful, pity eyes, and just be like,
and the
knowing there's nothing I can do for him right now.
and the snake man closes the door really quickly, flips open a slot, like not like the other ones how it had a slot. He like kind of slides down a screen with glass on it, and you can see inside. He's about to go. Gor'Ath, Gorash's eyes turn white. A beam of light comes from his mouth, and he starts like rising off the ground
Oh.
and screaming.
Oh. Oh.
Now he can't contain the powers that we put inside of him yet. We figured that if we made a clone, it would have the same abilities as you to encapsulate a god in your body. However, it doesn't seem to be an inherent thing in a person.
So
It seems like one's experiences and past lives determines if they can house a god or not safely.
then what's going to happen to him? He has had no other past lives if he's a clone. Or does he? I assume that like clones are like basically a reset button. Like this
Yeah,
life is their
There's
first life.
yeah, they don't have it's basically
Yeah,
a
okay.
fabricated life.
Yeah. Okay.
You see Gorash's skin start to like crack and break, and the light continues to escape his body.
Is
And,
there any way you can stop this?
Unfortunately not. This is the fourth time this has happened. We've found that once the fourth is hit, we can't stop it. The first 3 times, we have a device to stop it. The fourth, it's
Is it-
hopeless.
If
And you
it's
hear, and all the material in the room is sucked into where the kid was, and then nothingness.
Gor'Ath just like stares in disbelief and shock. So why did you show me this?
Because I needed to express my trauma to someone else.
Oh, so you're trauma dumping on me.
Damn.
Now, imagine this, but 100 times, all in 1 year, all separated by mere days.
That seems like it would be painful. Huh. No, knowing full well that's what happened to Gor'Ath. Gor'Ath doesn't know that.
It's much less painful to them than it is to me.
I can see that.
Yeah, as you look a little bit closer at the snake man, his eyes are sunken in. You can physically see like that he hasn't eaten in a couple of days. He's kind of like, you see, like, snakes don't have exoskeletons or skeletons at all for that matter, but snake people have rib cages at least. So you see his rib cage is like kind of pressed up against the scales of his body.
So like it's like the thing where it's like he is. I can definitely tell he feels the mental effects of experimenting on children.
Yeah.
And being forced to experiment on children daily.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, seeing this, will you help me overthrow him?
Man, I was hoping never to come back here again.
You know, not all of us in this town are bad, yes?
I mean, the commoners rip each other apart.
Oh, that has only been enabled by the king. You are a product of your circumstances, after all.
That's true.
When they don't eat, unless they fight for the food that they get, there is no telling what a person will do to get that food.
That's true. Okay. Can I discuss this with my friends?
As you wish.
If we're starting an uprising, then they will inevitably be sucked into it too.
Yes.
All right. I need to discuss.
Okay. Yep. And you walk out of the cellar with him. He presses another button. By the wine cellars. The wine cellars open back up, but this time it's just on the inside. It's just a button. Like you can see the button clearly. The wine cellars close back behind you. You walk up the stairs. You're back near the dining hall. Now then, soldiers, may we go to fight another battle. And he like slithers away.
Actually, that. So I'm assuming. Sorry, this is just for my own visual. But snake tail as well.
Snake tail.
Like
yeah.
how much human? How much human? How much
Is
snake?
it even torso?
Like the characters from what was the Lego show called?
Ninjago.
Ninjago.
Yes, like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Of course, that's what you'd think of first.
Love it.
Snake Daddy.
Do you have something against Ninjago? Are we gonna have fucking problems?
No, I don't have anything against Ninjago.
No,
beef right
it's just
now.
because of a certain kink that Noah
Fucking
brings up that is very prominent in
Sorry,
Ninjago.
What?
Huh?
What?
Huh?
All I'm saying on
Thor.
that since we're streaming.
I don't remember this one. I watched Ninjago as a kid.
It's like every episode the snakes are in.
Yeah, it's quite bad.
What is it?
We're not going to talk
This
about
is
that
probably
any
not a
further.
stream. This
Anyway,
is a stream
DM.
You gotta
discussion.
make me pull up an incognito window in the middle of the stream just to find it out.
No.
In my defense,
Ninjago season 2 kink question mark?
No, okay. Let's get off this track, especially on stream.
yeah, all of the soldiers and everything leave. You guys are left to your own privacy now.
It's like, thanks, I hate it. Okay, I
They
guess
left us
I recount everything that happened to the party.
I'm
is
sorry.
there
You have a snake father.
Yes, I'm a Snake Daddy.
Don't say
adoptive?
that way.
Don't say it that way.
A snod father.
A snod father, if you will.
A snod father. Oh man.
I love the Snod Father. It's my favorite movie.
I hate it.
Thank you for somebody else making the joke.
Is there? I'm assuming there are guards like posted. Like we're in a private area, but like if we tried to leave, there'd be guards around.
No.
I'm assuming.
No, they left you guys completely. Like, or he left. The snake guy left you guys completely. To your
So
own
like
devices.
if we booked it and like if we booked it and like skipped town,
We wouldn't make it.
what's
very
stopping
far.
us from? Yeah, what's stopping us from doing that right now?
Nothing.
Is my
Oh,
A big ass military.
No, nothing's stopping you right now.
Well,
gonna
if we get the main
Let's-
castle, we wouldn't be able to get out of town though.
No, run. I want to, dude.
Can we?
I was gonna
Can we
say
just
I'm
leave?
down to book it.
don't
Yeah,
wanna
let's
be
just
here.
go.
What?
You guys do still
Um,
have Marigold
Gor'Ath,
and
that-
Cedric's father.
I
with
did
you.
tell them
Yeah.
about the
Mother.
uprising, correct? And the
Who says we can't come back?
and the commerce being
I don't know
forced.
if we're equipped for this.
Yeah.
Not to mention, there are a lot
Gor'Ath,
of problems
I
right now.
understand. I understand you want to free your people. Unfortunately, I don't want my mother anywhere near this.
I just
We
want
can
my mother
come
back.
back.
I can't let her die.
Do we have time to come back though?
Eventually, we have our
I was gonna say,
lives.
what's the
Do we have
timeline
time
on
to
this?
get
I was gonna
Uprising.
say,
Uprising.
did the snake give him a time frame?
Nope.
Like, hey, we're assassinating the king tomorrow. No, okay.
He's just he's trying to gather people. He's in the get people
Okay,
together.
Oh,
okay,
so
so
this
he's-
is a
he's
few
still
months
gathering.
out at least.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
They're
scared of
business
how
people.
much worse it's going to get because he said it got bad when I left. And
What?
Listen,
I need to
he,
What are the
see how
consequences
much
he
of
can
worse.
find
it
a way to
got.
get us a message. We're leaving.
Did we get a long rest between sessions here?
Yes.
Is that the okay? Cool. I'm gonna throw out my my just regular my detect magic just to see if we're kind of being watched or
Nope.
like what's going on.
You're not being watched by anything.
Can we dip? Can we dip? Guys, I want to dip.
What's okay, Gor'Ath? You know this place better than any of us.
I mean,
If we leave right now, what happens here?
point blank period, they're not going to let me leave. I've slipped through their fingers once, they're not going to let me go.
And
Oh.
if we manage to get past them, it's not just you anymore.
If
At least not for
you-
this.
They will, as they've mentioned, they will send their dogs after me.
Gor'Ath,
Is that not what they did already?
They already did. Luckily I was hiding in a hole when you guys found me.
You were hiding.
Yes. Why do you think I was in that hole?
Well, you did
meditating.
kind of just like jump out and
Appear.
say what took you guys so long when we got to the bottom of the hole. So that wasn't really
We just
Gor'Ath.
kind of
Well,
thought you were
I
there.
good way
assessed
to
how long
hide.
Have you been
I
missing from
assessed
home?
that y'all were not a threat.
Sure.
I'm offended by that one.
Yeah, I don't know if
I
I
can
would-
assure you, I am very much a threat.
A threat,
Well, I mean-
not a threat from Trundar. Okay, is that better?
How long have you been missing from home, Gor'Ath?
Oh, that's a tough one. Give us a 4 months.
4 months?
I want to see how much worse it has gotten in 4 months of me being absent.
What's another 4 months?
Well, from what it sounds like he said, a lot.
Not necessarily. Do you ever think that he's giving you an out right now? He took all the guards, and there's seemingly nobody around.
Yeah, he's giving you guys a decision here.
I was gonna say, we either leave while we have the chance, or we're stuck here until this fight is over, and I don't want my mother caught in the crossfire.
As much as I hate to say it, Gor'Ath,
Your people
I think
aren't
we need to
important.
get her.
What?
I think we need to. We may have to come back.
It's not that people aren't important, it's just Gor'Ath's people aren't.
Wow.
Damn.
I feel so loved in this party.
R.I.P. Gor'Ath.
Not Gor'Ath, you see, we want to save you.
Oh
I
yeah,
want to save my
Gor'Ath
people.
is dead. Dead. Very dead.
I don't think you
Oh.
guys understand. I just saw myself die.
Did you have a vision? I have those all the time.
Oh. No.
The clone.
Oh.
The clone.
I don't think you
clone's
understand.
gone.
I've like ever since I put Putne in that artifact with Heltha, he's been very angry, and I assure you, a grave domain god that is angry can show you some fucked up shit.
Oh, Cedric, by the way, if we do stay, there is an... Well, no, everything disappeared, didn't it? Fuck. I can't use that as leverage.
I mean,
you can kill an artifact!
You don't need to tell the truth to have leverage.
Yeah,
As much as true.
Gor'Ath wouldn't lie. Why would he lie to you guys? You've been nothing but friendly to him.
Until we accidentally stuck a javelin in his foot.
Yeah, but now you guys.
Nothing but friendly to him. I would like to remind you that he has taken more damage from the party than any
Yeah.
other source of damage.
Yeah.
Those harpies fucked me up.
Hags. They were hags.
I'm sorry.
This isn't Baldur's Gate, my guy.
I'm sorry.
You say that as if there aren't harpies in actual D&D, or there aren't hags in Baldur's Gate.
Well,
We're just girl
I'm
boss
referring to the
right now,
fact that he was just playing Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
Oh. Was he?
I was playing Baldur's Gate like a couple weeks ago. It's been a while.
Oh,
But I
okay.
was talking about
Oh.
pre-session.
Sort of narrowing back in on this conversation our
Yeah.
characters are
Yeah.
having.
Like, Gor'Ath is very, very torn on what to do.
God.
This is a
Is there
very
any-
visibly hard
Is there a
decision.
safe place in the city for our non-combatants to stay in?
I mean, I could have tried to negotiate safe passage for the mothers, but you know just how.
Yes, I don't
Well, that
quite
might
trust
turn
this
out.
city to be safe.
See,
By the
this
way,
vital plot of information.
I'm
That-
assuming Lee didn't come with us, but I don't think we ever.
Yeah, we never actually
Really
confirmed
just
where
that.
Lee is.
You actually
Did we just-
don't know where Lee went,
Bro,
Okay, so I'm
no!
assuming Lee is still in the Feywild.
or something. You don't know where
Well, he
is.
disappeared the first time we met him, so
He's a
he
girl
wasn't
boss.
could be
so-
anywhere.
Was he here when we got out of the
Yes.
Feywild?
Yeah, he was with you.
Oh, so he just up and disappeared. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Lee.
Lee
Very
was around.
cool.
His task was
where's
specifically to
Perry?
get you out of the Feywild, and then
And he dipped.
And then he dipped. Okay.
God damn it, Lee.
It's just
That's fair.
It's just Phineas and Ferb. Where's Perry? We
Literally.
just-
Where's
he's
Lee?
been gone for like the past.
Agent L.
a
Yeah.
warlock. Lee
Hey,
the
where's-
warlock.
A warlock? Sorry. Pony the warlock. No, that doesn't work. It's
No,
the
it's
Julie
Lee's
is
the
the
god.
god.
Anyway,
It just sounds more like Perry, okay?
yeah, you're so right.
So Noah, they would like not let me leave though, right?
You don't know that.
They wouldn't let you leave.
They made it very clear that they would
We can
don't
steal
want me
the
to
walls,
leave.
guys.
If they know you're leaving, they're not going to let you, but it looks like we've
If
got a
you
clear
sneaky
shot.
Leave.
There's a possibility that the second in command left the gate open and unguarded.
He left. He took the
He-
guards with him.
He
No.
literally... Gor'Ath, this is
We're-
not as complicated as you think it is.
We're in the palace still, aren't we? We're not even like by the city wall, are we?
No, you're in the palace still right now.
Yeah.
You're talking in the dining room.
Yeah. Is there so like do we have like a way to look and see like like the palace gates? Like is there a way to look and see like what sort of opposition we'd be running into if we left?
I mean, you could look out the front door. No one's stopping you.
I was gonna say, yeah. Can I just
we take a peek?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I take a peek.
Yeah, you don't see any guards. When he said he was going to his next battle, he brought the guards to the battle.
Okay.
Oh my god.
This is strange. Is there any chance they're doing this on purpose? Is there any advantage they could stand to gain from letting you out?
Absolutely not.
They could want to.
And this must be
follow him.
orchestrated by your friend. There's no way they'd leave their palace unguarded from the outside.
Oh no, it's for sure orchestrated by him. I'll tell you that.
Gor'Ath, just trust your snod father.
This,
Yes,
are we
but he
really
said he
referring to
needed-
him as that?
We'll come back, Gor'Ath, but right now, we gain an upper hand by leaving. We can get back in contact with your adoptive father. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not saying it in character.
Hey, Snodfather!
No.
His name is
Call
the
him
Snodfather,
like
and you're gonna
it is!
lose it.
If you don't call him Snodfather, I will.
Fine. Let's
His
hurry.
I never actually gave you his name, so his name is actually just now Snodfather. Deal with it.
I'm upset by this. I don't know why. I don't have any stake in that, but like
I
upset.
love this.
Like, in a very torn voice, defeated Gor'Ath just goes, "Let's hurry back then. Let's get the mothers to safety."
Right. Onward, on. Yep. Yep. My brain. Huh?
You got it.
happened?
We get going then.
Reboot.
Can you leave something behind to let him know that we're on his side? Question mark. We'll be back.
Cedric, your mom starts talking to Gor'Ath. She's like, Gor'Ath, don't worry, it'll all be okay. We just need a little bit of time, is all.
I
Oh my
immediately
God.
distrust your mother.
Unfortunately, in Trundar, time is a pricey commodity.
See, you
But-
keep saying how you Trundar this, Trundar that, but you don't ever think about yourself, Gor'Ath.
Well, I am nothing without Trundar.
Well, you can't save Trundar if you're dead.
But there's a high possibility I die if I escape.
Wait,
I've already said we can leave.
See,
I've already
the-
It is clear.
you thinking you're nothing without Trundar is the exact line of logic that gets people killed. You are who you are, not
It's
your
also-
environment.
It's also what the king wants you to think.
Indeed.
I'm in a toxic relationship with Trundar.
Yes, correct.
Break up with Trundar right now.
He's in a situationship with an entire city.
The thing is, Gor'Ath cares very much for the people of Trundar, just not the
Mhm.
army or royalty.
Anyway, let's move while we still have the chance.
Alright.
Yes, please.
The only reason Gor'Ath is even considering the uprising is because he knows how dire the situation is for the people of Trundar.
Alright,
Alright,
Mhm.
let's go.
I'm sprinting as fast as possible.
perfect. Alright,
Badasses.
you guys
walk
are
out.
on your way out of Trundar. Now, there are a couple of paths you can take to try to get back to Cedric's mom's house.
And how far off is that? Because like, are we like getting out of town and setting up a camp for them, or are we going to another city?
Hold on, let me go to D&D battle map so people can actually see what I'm doing. So you guys are in Trundar in the bottom right.
Trundar.
Right.
Trundar.
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 Cedric's mom's house is here.
Okay, so I think right now the best bet is to just set them up a little refuge in the just outskirts somewhere, somewhere remote enough that they won't be found, but then get back.
There's also like one or two towns like this way of Trundar too. You could like go
Yeah.
south towards. This.
Can you give us an estimate as to like how
The
long it
one
would take us to get
straight
back?
to the west of where you are is like less than a day of travel.
Less than a day?
The one to the north is about a day and a half, and the one southwest is like 2 days almost.
Like we should get them as far away as possible.
How long would it take to just get all the way back to?
Hold on, I'm calculating. Give me a second. 3.5.
He's running the equations.
Oh my gosh,
3.5,
keep cooking.
4, 5, 6 days.
Okay.
That's not horrible. That's less than a week. This is a really fucking small country.
Yeah.
It's like Europe.
Yep.
Once we're
Okay.
outside the city walls, I do think I'll pipe up and just. I think we get them to the nearest city and find them lodging there. I'm not familiar with the area, but
By the way,
Gor'Ath, is there anything nearby that's more hospitable?
There is a small settlement right out, pretty far enough outside of Trundar where they are not connected to the army or royalty.
By the way, my days of travel are full 24 hours of walking.
Oh,
And
Okay.
and I'm talking about
That changes things.
Yeah.
Generally, days of travel
Yeah.
is marked by.
Yeah, I realized I didn't specify. That's on me.
by outpost.
Well,
I mean this.
Thank you
here.
for noting that for us.
Yeah, yeah.
So, how long do we so at a regular pace, how long would we actually be walking, and how long would we be resting?
So 6 days of 24 hours. If you wanted to rest 8 days, fuck. If you wanted to rest 8 hours, hold on, give me a second here.
Okay. So yeah, if we,
Over
so
a
we're
week.
assuming we, so if we're assuming that we rest 8 hours each day and then walk the rest of the time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I need to know, because that just
Is 48 divided by 24? Like eight total days to get.
I mean, is there any chance we can steal a cart?
Or 9 days. Like no, 8 days was right.
listen. I don't think we can afford the luxury of time here. As much as I want to get us to safety, we don't.
Is there any chance we can make away with a cart? Because if we can get a cart with us, we could probably travel 24. Yeah, we could travel the full day, assuming, myself and Gor'Ath take shifts pulling.
Gor'Ath, as you
Listen.
say this, just looks up like deep in thought, just like disturbed by what you said, and just like, oh, yes, sure, yeah.
May I pipe in though? It is our mothers, and I would recommend keeping them as far away from this ordeal as possible.
There's also the fact that, as Gor'Ath's benefactor said, he's still gathering people. That's like
It's not gonna happen
part-
in a day.
yeah. Pardon me for sounding like a know-it-all, but revolutions don't happen overnight.
No, but Gor'Ath is clearly a stabilizing force in this city.
I mean,
Listen,
perha-
you take a stabilizing force away from a system.
I'm
and
not saying
fucking collapse. I mean, who knows how many people could die, right?
I'm not saying it's the best choice, but there's nothing saying that we have to take Gor'Ath with us. We can always come back. If removing him as a stabilizing force is the issue, hell, if all three of you want to stay, it wouldn't take more than me and Marigold to get our mothers to safety.
We've handled ourselves this far. I believe we can handle ourselves now.
No,
You think that'll be unsafe in this?
I don't
town?
want them anywhere near Trundar if there's going to be a revolution soon. There's no telling how far it would impact the land around it, especially with their military power.
Right. I just know I can't have another massacre that could have been prevented by my actions.
Yes, and if I feel if the three of you stayed, you could handle things, and Mary and I
Right.
would come straight back. It's not like we'd be abandoning you. It's like, I don't know why, but I do feel that I've become involved in this, as much as I hate to admit it, and I've started to care about the well-being of you three on top of those I already cared about.
That's
So,
surprising. Wow.
I just can't take another. I can't take another massacre.
yes, and
All right.
I understand that.
I just can't. I just can't. That's all. I can't.
You can stay.
You get used to it.
That's not helping his case.
That's not a good
I
thing.
can't fucking get used to it.
You think that at first.
If
So,
you guys join us in the small town, what, a day away from here? You guys take refuge there, and then me and Cedric take the rest of the way
Or
to Cedric's
would it be
tavern? Question mark.
would it be a possibility that I stay with Snodfather and gather forces?
Yeah. Also, I realized that my calculations were if you took the western path. If you took the north path, it would be a little bit longer of a trip.
Well,
okay. So we take the western path.
Yeah, so we take.
I
the-
pipe in and I
this-
would say as a person who cares about this the people, the commoners of this city very much, I am going to be staying here with Snodfather and gathering forces. In character, I say Snodfather too.
I
What is this
can't.
man's actual literal name?
It
Like-
is.
It's
It
not,
is.
but it's funnier to
So-
say it is.
It's funny. It's really funny. However, my immersion is fucking shattered every time the word Snodfather is spoken in this
I was
stream.
gonna say, we need his real name because I can't
Yeah, what's
fucking
his-
take this seriously anymore.
Okay.
What's his real name?
His real name is Ifish.
Iffish?
Iffish.
Okay.
So IPHITC or ITSCHE.
I
Fucking
will be,
what?
I'll
Okay.
type it. I'll type it.
I will be
Alright.
staying here with Iffish and gathering forces. If you two would like to stay with me or go to the outpost, I will need you back here though to help. All of you. Just
I
get
think-
your mother, Marigold, Cedric, get your mothers to safety no
Mhm.
matter what. That's all
I think
you should be concerned about right now.
Thank you, Gor'Ath.
as we wrap up making this decision, I think it'd be a good idea to go to break so
Yeah.
we can discuss out of character what the ramifications of this are for the campaign.
Yep.
Because if splitting the party isn't an option, then we need to figure something out of
Yep.
character that
Sounds good.
makes sense.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
then we are going to go on break. We will be back in around
Yep.
15 to 30 minutes.
Yep. Set your
15 to
timers.
30?
15-minute.
15
Let's
to
call it
30,
15
somewhere in that range.
We're gonna call it.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Here we'll call it 15. Let's call it 15 on the dot because I want our viewers to know when exactly to tune
That's
back in. I don't want to leave people hanging.
9:23
We will be back.
9:23 Central Standard Time.
All right.
I'm
All
actually
right.
getting kind of
We will
attached
be
to the people of
right
Trundar.
back.
I'm getting a little bit emotional.
We're back. We're totally back.
We
made it
are.
back on time for the
Heyo.
first time
Well-
ever. Let's go.
Yay.
Awesome.
We discussed it a little bit. So everybody went their own ways. We had go ahead and actually explain where your characters go for the time being.
We're doing a
So,
time skip forward.
Yes, we're doing time skip things.
Gor'Ath wastes no time in helping. Fuck. What? All I can think of when I think of him now is Snodfather. Fuck.
Ifish.
Iffish. Yeah, he wastes no time helping Iffish gather people for the rebellion.
Okay.
Reaghan will do the same to the best of his ability, sort of understanding that he's gonna. I mean, he's not gonna have much pull with the royalty or anyone super ingrained in this culture, and so a lot of his job is going to be propping up Gor'Ath, and if Arthor is here, Arthor as well, and sort of playing the role of I have. Like these people have subjugated me to some extent. Like they're just so cool and awesome, and I mean, if they could, they got me. They might be able to get. They might be able to get this other guy. You know,
They're
like
gonna
it's
get ya.
this. They're gonna get you. Like, yeah, I'm talking these two up, and where the opportunity strikes, sort of covertly, bring people in on this rebellion of ours.
A D1
Okay.
villain turn would be that the king offers Jacob some amount of power and he immediately just takes it. Not a thought, just betrays us and is. I know that would never happen. That'd be funny though.
Yeah, I would never.
Yeah,
would
I know.
never
I know. In character, I know
power
that would
from,
never happen.
I would never take power from a source that is of dubious morality. That would never happen.
Something tells me that there's sarcasm in that sentence.
It
I
tells
don't
me
know
that
what it
happens
is.
now.
With him,
Yeah. It's
never.
in the
Too good
air.
a thunk. Too good a thunk.
There's
He'd never do that.
sarcasm just dripping from this stream right now.
Okay.
I don't like the words you use there, funny man.
Well, you don't like the word
It's just,
dripping?
I mean, this stream is just, it's damp with sarcasm.
Don't say
Damp-
that.
damp-
Don't call the
No.
stream damn.
Damp is
One would even
worse.
say moist.
Yeah.
I'm a
No,
hater.
I mean,
no.
like there's little droplets of sarcasm congealing
Oh.
on the outside
I
of
hate
the
to say
stream.
congeal.
Can we mute
Cease.
Jacob?
Moving
Can we mute
along.
him?
Moving along.
Moving along.
Anyway,
Any her.
who's next?
Anyone that wants to go.
Okay.
Excuse
I mean,
Well, continue. I thought
Oh,
someone
I
else
was-
started talking.
Oh,
I
no,
just
I-
like yeah. I ignore me.
I
It's
burped
going
and then
perfect.
said, excuse me.
Well, Cedric will in fact be accompanying Marigold and their mothers all the way to the town he grew up in and where his mother's bar is. During the travels, obviously, he's probably being very alert for any threats because they have two people who can't really fight with them. And no offense to Marigold, but she is kind of a scaredy cat.
You leave her alone. She's a
Uh,
good boss, and I love her.
And during this trip, he's gonna like start kind of working with Helfa's artifact the same way he worked with Putney's, but not intending to add it to the scythe because that would just be repeating a problem that had just been solved.
Yep.
And that's about it. Other than like if anything happens along the way, which I will leave up to the DM's discretion.
Was that everybody?
Well,
Arthur.
I was just
Yeah.
saying that was only two people, or that was three people, I guess, because Gor'Ath.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Arthur,
Reagan doesn't count as a person.
Tyler, I know I was trying to get one of the other two to speak up.
oh.
Okay.
You made me pause because I was like, wait, did everyone else go?
Yeah, I kind of just sound like, okay, guys, alright.
But Arthur is going to spend his days within the city, spending a lot of time with the prince, pretty much offering to have a fight with him whenever both of them are conscious. Pretty much slowly trying to work out, like what the flaws are with the prince's fighting style, trying to figure out how he fights, like where he aims his punches, that kind of thing. As well as physically strengthening himself against the only other person who has actively bested him in a one-on-one fight.
Okay.
The spear has bested me in a one-on-one fight. It went through my
Marigold.
foot.
Sorry, Lucas is like mumbling, and I'm like, huh?
I'm
No.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Stop speaking. No, Marigold is gonna obviously go with Cedric and try to take their mothers to Cedric's bar, or Cedric's mother's bar. While she's going, she's gonna try to like, cause she hasn't seen her mother in, years. She's gonna catch up, try to like ask as many questions as she possibly can, and also try to like buddy up to Cedric's mother because she was told that she would never meet Cedric's mother, so she's gonna be like, hey there, what's up, bestie? We're besties.
Your son's an asshole.
Your son's mean to me, but love him. Also, you're cool. And she's just gonna kind of like try to make the most of this
All right.
whole weird situation.
All right. Then I guess yeah, we'll start with Cedric and Marigold. You guys have your long ass trip, so you know
Ooh.
things got
Shit.
things
Ridiculous.
got
Shit happens.
shit happens, you know.
Right back.
Okay.
Life is life. Hello?
Cedric
That's
and
day
Marigold
one.
Go on a cross-country trip.
Oh no, he's rolling.
I'm scared.
Okay, that's day 2.
Stop.
I'm scared.
Okay, that's day 3.
What if it wasn't?
What if I said no?
Okay, that's day 4. So
Mm.
okay,
Actually, we only have one day here.
shut up.
Hi. That's me.
Okay. That's day 5.
Guys, I didn't know there were so many of me out there in the world.
That's day 6.
Wait, is it
Oh.
getting marked on the map?
It took me an embarrassingly long time to get that joke day.
That's day 7.
Guys,
There's
7
no
of
way
me.
something happens on day 1. So I have to roll a literal 1 for something to happen on day 1 or day 8. We'll see what happens. Nope. Okay, so just 2, 4, 5, and 6.
Oh,
Huh?
You get a smooth days.
that's just the way there. That's not even counting the trip back. Oh god.
Yeah.
Yep. So on your on day 2, you guys have been walking a little bit. You're probably like on your way to Diwali, just outside of Diwali. You see like turned over like luggage and storage from like a cart.
Oh,
Oh, bandits?
I'd hope not.
Here there be gerbilins.
Should we? Should we?
Roll me a
I feel like
perception check, both of you.
no.
Oh no.
I know no wanna.
Well, you have to.
Please. That's a natural 20.
Cool.
Thank
Tyler?
God. I forgot to have my dice like actually out in front of me. We've been like so into like roleplay that I just
Yeah. No, that's fair.
never pulled them out.
No, that's fair.
For me, that is a 14.
Okay. It seems to just be the luggage.
That's it.
That's it.
I hate it here.
Cedric, can we like move along as fast as we possibly can? I don't like it.
Granted.
Let's go. Let's
Let
go.
forward.
Let's go.
Okay, you're not
Let's
stopping
go.
at the luggage. Heard that. Okay.
Did you say stopping at the luggage?
You're not picking up any of the luggage or anything. That's fine.
No.
Well, but was there anything like on a cursory glance as we passed it?
No, not really.
Okay,
Brother,
then yeah, no.
I don't want to dig into it. No.
Okay. You guys continue going then. You're past Diwali. You're in the next town. And like a guy pops out at you and he's like, "Buy my snake oil." Snake oil here.
Gosh,
like,
no.
Just trying to like sell you
Literal snake oil.
something. Literal snake
Literal
oil.
snake oil salesman.
Snake oil from a snake.
No.
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 Okay.
Please leave me alone.
Okay. You get through the town. Okay.
Wait, That's so funny that he just fucking pops out like that. That's not good for business, sir.
You know what's funnier? Him
What?
popping out again. You guys.
What?
You guys.
Couple miles down the road.
You guys continue down the road. And the next day, or actually, let's call it night. As you guys go to sleep on the 4th day to the 5th day, when you wake up, just hovering above you, there's a guy just going, snake oil?
Can I kick him in the nards?
That is an eldritch god.
Give him the fucking balls.
I agree with Marigold.
Yeah, go ahead.
What would that be? Would that be strength?
Roll the hit first.
Oh yeah, that's true. Hold on.
Oh boy.
Hit. That's a 7.
That does not hit. You kick the dirt in front of him, and he's like, "Oh, snake oil," and he just continues.
You made him sad.
We don't want any of it. Leave.
And
You're making him so
and
sad.
he kind of hangs his head and like waddles away.
Wait.
Waddle,
Before you
waddle,
go,
waddle.
how much does it cost?
A copper.
A copper? I will. Do you have change for a gold?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Cool. I'll flick him a gold piece.
Yeah, he kind of just like gives you like the snake oil and like a pouch of 99 like or 9 silver.
Does he just sheepishly hand it?
9 silver and 9 copper, right?
9 silver and 9 copper. Yeah, you're so right. My
My
fault.
gosh.
What's it do?
Imagine if he just books it with one of your like 10 gold at this point from your starting
and then,
inventory.
Yeah, and then you see him like doing a little leprechaun dance and like clicking his heels together as he's walking away.
It just seemed disappear.
Oh boy.
Snake oil, man, my beloved.
Cool. Well, I have snake oil now, I guess.
He gives you your change in electrum.
Yeah.
I'd cry.
And then on the 6th day, something else happens. Ooh.
Is he back?
You guys, are riding along the path, and you see, how do I describe this? You see like an outpost, like a guard outpost with nobody.
Oh.
It's like a toll booth essentially, but like fantasy toll booth. But you see that the guard isn't there.
Fantasy. So fantasy toll booth is crazy.
Do we just like go past?
Will they like coming after us if we
What
just go?
is there a sign anywhere that says what the toll is?
Just the fucking snake oil.
Yeah, it's
salesman
also a
pops
copper.
up.
I'll leave a copper for the toll.
Okay. Okay. And you continue on. Okay, that's. And then on your way
What?
back, you pass the same toll booth going the other way, and then like.
I'll leave a copper. My funds
Damn.
are slowly being
Is
drained.
wait, is the first copper we left still there when we come back?
Yeah. And then like 2 or 3 days later, there's like an injured animal in the middle of the road, just like
God.
like a bunny with a like broken left leg.
No. Oh my god, I'm healing word on this bitch. I will not let him suffer.
That won't heal a broken leg.
That's what you think.
I mean, I guess if he had greater restoration or something.
I don't think I do.
Or
Hold
not,
on.
You could-
not
you
greater
could-
restoration.
you could give it
Lesser
a
restoration might
splint.
do something.
I'm
I
gonna
don't know.
create. I'm trying to heal this bitch. I'm trying to like make sure he's better. I cannot let him die.
Yeah, roll an
Or have a
animal
broken
handling
leg.
check.
That's just
That's
weird.
fine.
I mean, I guess if
That's-
so, like, what's that? Like half of the I don't know. The broken leg for a bunny is like half of its vitality, right?
Yeah.
So that's so. Oh, that's weird. Does that mean a broken bunny leg is only? It's like a broken bunny leg is 2 hit points, but a broken human leg is actually wait, no. It's like half a hit point because humans are like
A broken
fuck,
horse
how
leg
much do
is
commoners
a broken
Are
horse
you
leg.
okay? Are you okay?
No, I'm having a stroke.
A broken horse leg is 90% of
Damn.
their health.
Right. So like but does that
I
mean
think-
that
I think we want to think
Hmm.
about this in terms of percentages rather than set hit points.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Listening to Jacob Bramble is giving me an aneurysm right now.
Anyway.
Oh
A
my
broken
God.
It's
human
okay,
leg is
I'm
20%,
having an
is
aneurysm.
25% of their vitality. There we go.
Jacob, what the hell? Jacob,
All
are
I
you
can
good,
think
bestie?
about when I heard it.
Anyway, Day, roll that animal
Pterodactyl.
handling.
I got a 21.
Bames Noms
Cool.
having a strong
You handle
call
the
of bond
you handle the bunny well. Roll a medicine.
You handled the bunny well.
Hold on, where's my medicine?
Actually, roll a
Eh,
survival to see if you can find a stick that's like the proper size to be a splint, and then.
Are you make it
That's another 21.
Damn.
Okay.
We're really out here rolling survival to
You know what?
find
You're a
sticks.
cleric. I don't care about medicine. Yeah, you.
Yeah, it would have been the same thing.
Yeah, you put together a splint. Fine.
I help him. I put him into a little like bush so he doesn't get ran over, and I like pet him and I
He
love
takes
him.
one
Aw.
hop on the splint, and the splint breaks.
Oh wow.
Bro, what the fuck?
Noah, why are you doing this to this poor rabbit?
What the hell?
Our DM is a
can't have
sadist.
anything nice. Marigold can't have anything nice in this world. Her mother just appeared out of nowhere. Pixie Steve Harvey, and then her funny friend.
Fuck Pixie Steve Harvey.
Snog
See-
Steve
father.
Harvey ruined my life.
See, now I'm tempted to be like, as we're leaving the rabbit, just Cedric putting it out of its misery as we walk away.
Like,
You want to
Marigold
check
would
for
never forgive
artifacts
him.
on that one?
Never
No,
forgive
no,
him.
not in a way that she could see. Just like a magic missile behind him, you know?
Oh my
no.
gosh.
Oh,
He
magic
doesn't even
missile is
s-
guaranteed to hit. That's silly.
No.
all I could think
I'm-
about-
Don't magic
not gonna
missile the
ex-
rabbit.
I'm not gonna execute the rabbit.
Don't
I'm not gonna
magic.
execute the rabbit.
Don't execute the rabbit.
Anyway, yeah, you guys make it back to Trundar fine.
We here at Dice Another Day don't condone animal cruelty.
And then the
Dude.
other three of you, Gor'Ath is gonna have daily battles with the
I am?
with the king. The
Uh,
king is very happy you're back and wants to punch you in the face.
He punches me in the face to show his love.
And Arthur is gonna battle the sun every day, and then Reaghan's gonna exist.
Question.
Yes.
Do I get the vibe that the king values specifically physical inflictions of
Yes.
violence, or is he not physical inflictions, but like basically? Do I get the impression that like if you're not punching it or if you're not like using a like big fat axe, he doesn't care, or is it like, you know, if I'm in the corner like slitting people's throats, like I'm not slitting people's throats obviously, but like is that something he's like super into?
No, he likes big flashy.
Yeah, big flashy shows of violence, like
Yeah.
specifically physical force.
Yeah.
Subterfuge has no place in this society.
Yup.
So Gladiatory Arenas is this man's bread and butter.
Yeah. Well, in that case, I'm gonna try and sort of just get in with the Yanti. What's his name? Don't fucking say it.
Iffish.
Don't you fucking say it. Thank you. Iffish.
Don't say it. Looking at notes. Don't say it.
Iffish, I'm gonna try and get on Iffish's good side and just sort of assist with whatever Iffish needs, because I think that individual is probably more receptive to my skill set.
That's fair.
I introduce them and just make sure like he knows like he's on our side.
Yeah, if you want to follow Iffish around and like learn from him or like just make like keep track of what he's doing and stuff,
Yeah.
that's fine.
I believe we're gathering allies. Is that the thing for
Yeah.
this sort? Okay, yeah. So yeah, I'll be, whether it's with Iffish or just at Iffish's behest, I'll be using whatever influence I can scrounge up to gather allies.
Okay. Then Arthur and Gor'Ath both roll me strength checks.
Or
That is a 16.
Okay.
that is a. That's 14.
Okay.
Ugh,
You guys both lose on the first day.
understandable.
Yep. And then Jacob, roll me a persuasion.
Persuasion sounds good. I mean, I can't imagine I'm using. Yeah, I'm not really lying to anyone. Getting people on board with a revolution
Roll
under false
persuasion at
pretenses.
advantage because you're with
Oh,
the
seriously?
Yuan-Ti.
Okay, all right, I'm done. Yeah, I somehow I feel like getting people on board with a revolution under false pretenses could have some negative repercussions. So deception's kind of off the table.
Yep.
Hey, that's a natural 20 for a total of 26.
Yep. Let me do some. You get about like, 30-ish people today to get on board.
Today? Fuck yeah. Okay. So, like,
I mean, you rolled a fucking nat 20, Jacob. Come on.
all right. I'm done.
Not
I
20s
went to a
doing that.
Nat
I went
20.
to
Oh my
a
God.
book.
You went to a bookstore where all the nerds are and got them on
There we
board.
go. I got.
Hey, nerds are cool.
There we go.
Just because we're nerds doesn't mean we're not silly.
Yeah, I went door to door like a Jehovah's Witness, and somehow it worked every single time.
We're gonna do this once every 4 days because rolling
Yeah.
it every day is gonna be a lot. So Arthur, Cherry, or Arthur and Cherry are the same person. Arthur, Gor'Ath, Reaghan all roll again for the same thing.
All right. Do I take advantage once more, or is that a one-time thing?
Keep advantage
Cool.
as long
Oh,
as you're with the OT.
fuck. That's a nat
Um,
1.
Question on the behalf of them: would these sparring match, because it's a strength check in the context of a sparring match, would these be made with advantage? Because I assume he's raging during these.
You know what? Sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that
Arthur
makes,
would be raging.
yeah, that makes sense to me.
Also, wait, should I make it with the bear strength then? As well.
I'm gonna say if you get advantage, I think we should just do the check with advantage.
So I get control over my rage? Nah, I'm joking.
I'm squinting very hard at my tertiary monitor right now.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
that advantage though does put me up to a 18 plus 5, 23.
On the second one.
So I rolled a fucking nat 1.
Okay. Well, Lucas loses hard.
Oh, I get my ass kicked.
Gor'Ath, the king, just throws you through multiple tables today.
Wow.
Ow!
Gor'Ath is fucking dead.
R.I.P.
Arthur,
Gor'Ath.
you actually outpower the prince, and he's like,
Power.
and he's like, good, and he like shakes your hand, and he's like, I was just the warm up, and he's gonna send you off to the king for the third.
Oh,
Oh shit. We're leveling up.
night.
You see Gor'Ath is like
So
on
the
the
king
ground
is now
through
taking a
broken table.
2v1. So
Oh.
so Arthur,
oh wait,
now
we're
you can use
both
your
fighting the king?
So Arthur, now
Oh
you
my
can use
gosh.
your bear strength, and Gor'Ath gets advantage.
Hooray!
All right, just a heads up, I rolled a 22 on that last persuasion check.
Okay. Yeah, you get around 25-ish people that day.
Would I
So-
maintain the rage advantage or?
Yeah, you get advantage and bear strength, and
Hell yeah.
Gor'Ath just gets advantage.
The people of this city are discontented, and I'm enjoying I'm enjoying that fact a little.
Okay.
It doesn't surprise me at all.
Your
they quite
outreach is
literally
No.
getting
made
smaller
the
by the day.
fire.
You're finding less and less people, but it.
That's fair. It makes sense.
Okay.
Okay.
Two rolls.
Third check. Yep. Go ahead and make the same rolls again.
Okay, that's
Am I-
a nat 1 on the first roll.
I got
Thank God for
a
advantage.
22.
17 plus 6 is
23.
23. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm
Uh,
assuming. Question.
you guys put up a really, really good fight against him, but he like, it's kind of a little bit of a draw that day.
You know
Damn.
what?
For a
We'll
20,
take that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Question for the DM.
Yeah.
I'm assuming if there are any sort of pockets of rebellion or resistance within the general populace,
They start to talk. Yeah.
Our snake friend has either already gotten it or we're finding these naturally. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That's a 23.
Okay. You find around 20 people this day. It's
Awesome.
starting to slow down a bit. You're at like 75 total. Like talk to. Okay. Fourth day, last day.
75 people against the biggest military on the continent.
How big is the military or the guarding force here? Because like that's.
I mean, it's almost like it's more than half the population. It's like 400 people.
Shit. Okay, and
They're
how much
all
of that
disparate.
is dispatched elsewhere?
About 200 is off in the west, and then about 100 are or there's about 150 in the city at any given time.
Okay, 150 in the city. That's a lot more reasonable. That's well, yeah. Anyways,
It's still a lot, but like
it's
also,
still a lot,
the
especially
It's
for.
manageable.
It's also the biggest
Yeah.
military in the peninsula, so like.
And question about our sort of common folk. I mean, in any other city, I'd expect these all to be commoners in need of a lot of training. I assume there's still going to be some degree of that, but considering the culture here, is there any? Is there any bump to what they're capable of as individuals?
Literally everybody in the city has the tavern brawler feat. So
Nice.
if they
Okay, good to know. Good to know. So there's some fighting capability in amongst these folks.
yeah.
So we're essentially working with a city of level 1 monks.
Yeah.
By the way,
And that gives me optimism.
for
Yeah.
the fourth day check, I rolled 2 18s.
Okay.
So it's a 21.
Okay. Arthur?
Ooh.
Oh, right. Okay. See here. First roll, that's 16. Second roll, that is. Ooh, boy, that's 20 for a 26.
Let's go!
Hey, yo!
That's unfortunate because the king also rolled it. Oh man. I was gonna like give this whole grandiose like thing of like, oh, he just outpowers you and like pushes you back because he needs to bring the
Oh.
heat. But yeah.
I think this is
I mean-
arguably cooler. I mean, if they was a natural 20 on the king's part.
Yeah, it's an
And I assume he has like a plus 15 to strength or something.
no, not that high. Gor'Ath kind of gets outclassed at this point in strength wise. And kind of
Yeah,
gets
it's a
trampled.
different-
He kind of becomes like he kind of just gets in the way of the fight towards the end. But Arthur and the
What?
king are just like duking it out. And eventually
Damn.
just like they call it for the day.
Who needs a revolution when you got
It's,
Arthur?
just, it's that thing where like two characters clash and there's a fucking atom bomb that goes off just from them
Yeah.
punching each other.
Yeah.
You still
They're
have
equally
the feeling, You
matched.
still have the feeling though that the king isn't like putting up as big of a fight as he could be.
Right.
Moving on.
If there's
What did you get for your last one, Reaghan?
right, if there's a good a time as any to roll, it's the best time to roll poorly. It's towards the end. I rolled a 6 for a total of 12.
Yeah, you get like 5 more people on the last day.
Cool.
So you're up to 80.
That's
which
just
is-
fine. Yeah.
Which is
80 is significant. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
And talking to Ifish, this is a scientist. This is someone in charge of a lot of these sort of, let's say, unconventional experiments. Do we have any? Do you think? Are we going to be able to leverage any of that in what's to come?
Like the experiments.
The experiments, any type of science, like does he make bombs that we can put under the throne and start the combat with
He hasn't done
some
a lot
degree of
research
advantage?
like that, but
Sure.
it does tell you that he's gotten a like solid chunk of the army to also like
Oh, like defect.
yeah.
Ooh,
Cool.
that's huge.
Uh,
Okay.
Question, DM.
Yes.
Do we gain anything from our fights with the Sun and the King? Like, as far as like fighting styles, how
yeah.
insight on how to
So
better
when
beat
you guys
them.
or if you guys end up fighting them, you will have advantage against them on all attack rolls and if you want to give this information to the rest of the party, they can also have this buff. You get advantage on all attack rolls made against them, and that and they have disadvantage to hit you.
Do we also have advantage on initiative, or is it just
wow.
attack rolls?
What?
I'd
No, it's just
assume attack rolls.
It's just attack
I
rolls.
assume so, but I'll figure it out.
Because it's just trying to get a grasp on their fighting style. You're not going to do any more damage by
Yeah.
I mean, not to nerf us, but I think it makes the most sense for just the two that actually fought to have that.
That's
like,
fair. Yeah,
I don't think
agree.
I don't think words can really convey that much, and I think that's a cool, unique buff to give those two.
Okay, yep, then I'm
Yeah.
fine with that. So Gor'Ath and Arthor have bonuses to hit and and the king and the prince have disadvantage against Cherry, and the king has disadvantage against Lucas's character.
Nice.
Let's freaking go.
My headcanon here is that like these two these two nobility are just so confident that they haven't bothered to analyze their lessers, so to speak.
That's fair.
That's
honestly cool. Probably.
Yeah. Oh, shit's heating up.
Shit's getting spicy. This is a salsa everybody at the table can enjoy.
My God.
All right, so what happens next? Are we? I assume we reconvene.
Yeah, for sure. Give me a second here. I'm jotting down.
Oh yeah.
I'm jotting down stat blocks for the king and stuff, just to have them on hand for.
Yeah.
We probably won't fight them until next week, but just to have them on hand.
No, I think right before the fight is a great cliffhanger.
Yeah. So
yeah.
You guys so everybody reconvenes in Trundar. And you
And Gor'Ath and Arthur just have like bruises all over.
Yeah,
and,
the other ones noticed that the two that were in and like more physical attackers have bruises and scars on their bodies in certain places.
He shows his love to me by beating my ass.
Somehow I don't think that's love.
That is hate.
So that's 5,
Lovely.
6, 7.
No, if he hated us, he'd kill us.
I don't know. I think you can just hate someone and still be manipulative enough and aware enough to use them.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe Gor'Ath is in a toxic relationship here.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, we have established this for sure.
Just
This
slightly.
has been established.
Just I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just figuring this out. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so you guys get back, you reconvene, you figure out that Reaghan has recruited or total the rebellion has around 110 people under its flag. And that leaves the Trundar army that is in Trundar with around 120.
Hey.
So you're still at a disadvantage overall, but it's pretty close.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that all the army guys, for like the sake of us not having to go through like 150 people, they're just regular soldiers. They're not like any specially trained like super
2,
soldiers.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So
Who
that will
knows?
leave you on 1, 2, 3, 4. You're on a waning crescent now.
Oh,
I mean, actually, hang on. One of these days, I think Reaghan takes Arthur aside and goes, "So at some point, there's going to be a siege. Would it be advantageous for that siege to be on a full moon?"
I, I mean, well, I do completely understand where you're coming from. I'm not entirely certain if I'll have any semblance of control over, well, anything during that
I
time.
see.
Now, if I happen to be in the castle on the night of a full moon, that might be more to our advantage.
All right. We wait until. I mean, we could simply arrange a fight between you and the king to, test your mettle, so to speak, as you've been doing. Um, something, you know, some nighttime fight, and at the point of your transformation, the siege begins. You
If
lay
you-
waste from within. Sorry.
If you think you can time it well enough, I wouldn't be exactly opposed to the idea. I think it might be to our advantage.
You know your curse better than any of us. This is up to your discretion.
Well, give me some time to commune with the deity that I have bound to me. I think they might be able to assist in all things earthen to some degree.
I see. Get back to me on that.
Oh well.
Question for the DM.
Mm-hmm.
Would Cedric have enough astrology knowledge to determine if the next full moon would also be a blood moon, or when the next blood moon is?
No, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
You just you know that the Feywild was a blood moon, but you have
Yes.
no clue what the time difference is between the Feywild and the the material plane, so you
That makes
don't know
sense.
when specifically you got back to the material plane.
Okay. That is
That
valid.
actually makes very much sense.
Yeah. So that is the reason.
Do we
Okay.
have an idea of when the next full moon will be?
Yeah. So the waning crescent happened about through so the phase of the moon changes every 4 days on the material plane, and it is it the last time it changed was 3 days ago, so it's going to change to new moon next tomorrow essentially.
Oh God, we're like a month or we're like nearly a month out from a full moon.
No,
Oh.
no.
Half a month, my bad.
I mean,
Yeah.
like you said,
It'll
gathering a
be
rebellion takes
one
time.
1 day for new moon, 4 days for waxing crescent, 4 days for waxing gibbous, 4 days for first quarter. So you should be at wait, hold on, I did that wrong. 1, 4, so 5, 9. You're about 13 days until a full moon.
Yeah.
We could use those 13 days. We could establish some. I assume we're all like, for the sake of this, can we be meeting just in some secluded location that we found that we'd all be able to show up in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We could use the 13 days to our advantage. Perhaps establish some more consistent lines of communication with our friends outside of the castle, and perhaps find a way to equip them. I don't know how much access to weaponry they have. This is that's actually a question for the GM. Now that I'm
There's
thinking
plenty
about
of
it.
weaponry in the city, so they could.
Okay.
We can also discuss how exactly we want to split up our roles, so to speak.
All right.
It would probably be advantageous unless we believe that all of us need to be present to take on the king and prince. It might be advantageous to have one or two of us leading the masses, so to speak.
Yeah. Right. Actually, question for Cherry.
Yeah. What's up?
Because I cannot remember for the life of me. Does the rest of the party know about your lycanthrope
No.
condition?
They
Oh,
would
so
not.
then this is a very different conversation, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then it would not make sense for us to wait for a full moon then. 'cause
Well,
we're
Right.
game.
So
There
We won't
are-
know.
in that
if-
side conversation, oh, sorry.
If I might, I do believe. Well, I've been communing with the deity here with me, and there are certain religious aspects and whatnot. I don't fully understand, to be completely honest, but according to her, there's certain religious aspects that make fighting things like this on a full moon more advantageous for the overthrowees, as it would be. Overthrowers, not overthrowees. My apologies.
Okay, cool. Can I go ahead and roll either insight or religion on that?
Yeah, go roll insight.
I only ask religion
and
because I'm
I
also
will,
proficient in that.
If Cherry needs to make a deception check of any sort, I will be backing him on this. Like, I've seen it in action. He's quite the formidable opponent when
Depending on
the
how
moon
Tyler
hangs
rolls
full
on
in the sky.
insight,
I love it here.
See,
so
okay,
that
but
is
Reaghan,
an 11 for deception.
unfortunately, Reaghan piping in that specific way would make it more suspicious because he only got the god like almost less than a month ago.
True. Do we? Fuck. I don't
By
want
the
to do
way,
it. I
that's
don't want to lean into retconning too much, so I won't.
That's a 21 for my insight.
yeah.
Okay, so you know
it didn't
full well I'm
matter.
lying through my teeth.
Yeah. Arthur's
Cedric smells bullshit, but won't bring anything up because everybody has their secrets, and
I
as
mean,
long as it,
if you bring it up, I have further bullshit.
that's fair. Unless you give anything further away that could imply that whatever you're hiding could be a threat to this operation, he won't say anything. A threat to this operation or his and Marigold's safety, I should clarify.
Valid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But he does suspiciously narrow his eyes at you.
Like I said, noting that, like I said, I don't exactly understand it either. Frankly, the goddess could be lying to me. I mean, it could be something to do with her powers in particular. How much do we know about her, Cedric?
Quiet. She has been out of the public eye for a while.
In
I do think it's.
any case, I have, as we've been, quote unquote, training under the king and prince, Gor'Ath.
Oh, yes.
What do you think your odds are in a one-on-one with the prince?
No, what's our record over the many, many years of fighting since we were children? What's my win-loss ratio record?
Win-loss. And in this corner!
It's 132 to 131.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
We're pretty
Oh
even.
shit. Okay.
And I'm like,
But
I'm
that's
guessing, like,
that's from
4,
before you left. So
but like 4 months, like he can noticeably stronger.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've, I've been able to take him down, and you seem to be not quite on par with myself, I wouldn't say, but pretty darn close.
Okay.
I
Ouch.
think we.
I think
Physically speaking, you're quite the magic user.
I'm a magic user, but like Gor'Ath is still pretty physically impressive.
Yeah.
Growing up in Trundar,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
but obviously he's a little bit on like the he's not skinny, but he's like fitter and not like as buff and built as like the prince
Yeah.
and king. But like he's like seeing him in action, I do not believe I could take him in a one-on-one fight. Our record's pretty even though over the years. Just gotta say,
Do you think
record's pretty even.
if, hypothetically speaking, we were both to start the siege from inside the castle, what are the odds you could hold him off while I dealt with the king?
I believe I could buy you some time.
Noah, I have a question.
Yes.
Do you have a map made for Trundar and the palace?
No.
Oh, damn it.
That's
Okay,
fi-
I was
that's
gonna.
fine.
I don't think we're gonna have any
No.
actual encounters till next
No,
week.
no, 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 no. I was gonna ask for a map for strategizing purposes, because I was gonna go full war table on this bitch.
Right.
I'll send you guys an image of it as soon as I have it made. I'll probably try to make it
Yeah.
tomorrow.
That's just
I
fine.
just prefer the planning be on stream, but we
Yeah.
can just do this theater of the mind.
Yeah.
So, if I may, the two of you have been fighting them for the time that Marigold and I have been gone, and Reaghan, I understand that you have been gathering like-minded people.
Yes.
If we want to make this a multi-stage plan, I do think it would be best for Gor'Ath and Arthor to be in the palace when this all starts.
When shit hits
Marigold should be
However-
there as well.
Yes, I do believe
Marigold's-
at least Marigold should also be there.
They will need some.
The two of us, however,
Health.
Marigold can help Gor'Ath, as far as I'm concerned.
the two
Are
of
you
us, however,
sure?
I feel should begin this well, war, I suppose, is the best word. Also, I'm leaned way too far forward and not in frame. Should begin this war outside the palace,
Yes.
in such a position where we can both lead the militia and also provide support when needed.
I
Once we
agree.
get through the walls.
Not to mention, I think your keen eye will, because we are separated, we'll have to coordinate this based on when Arthur feels the power kick in, and on our end, when the moon is fullest, I don't know, high in the sky.
As much as I hate to suggest it, and he's gonna like rummage around inside of his cloak before like pulling out his nutmeg like the squirrel familiar, I don't like this suggestion, but I can communicate with her in some ways and sort of sense her presence, for lack of a better word. And that
Right.
does also extend to if she were to be dispelled, such as if she were to die. So if
So, are you suggesting she stays with Gor'Ath and Arthur and Marigold?
We
and if
Actually-
need be we can coordinate by obviously she won't have any lasting damage.
No. Question for the GM.
Mm-hmm.
This is purely metagaming, and there's some explaining I can do in story, but we're planning on leveling up after the session, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sort of moving back into the conversation. Actually, that makes me think of something else. Thess and I have been working on something similar. Her aerial mobility could keep her safe if, and it would be new. We haven't tried it before, but I'm confident it would work.
Okay.
I think I'd personally feel safer with Thess by my side.
She's feisty.
Yes. Well, and
As long as we
As
have
I
a way to
understand.
coordinate as a group.
I like it. I think that works.
Like it.
Sweet.
There is something I need to ask above the table really quick.
Yep.
Lucas,
Yes.
are you okay with Arthur going off on his own to fight the king? Because I know this is your backstory, and that feels like a very prominent point, and I do not want to take that from you if it is not something that you are 100% on board with.
I would.
Remember, Gor'Ath only has advantage against the king.
Yeah. Also, I would
This
like
is
to
true.
discuss that more after the session. After the
Okay.
stream. All right.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. I don't think this is the place
Yeah.
we're going to talk about
And-
that.
Yeah,
Well, I
there's
mean,
certainly some.
I know. Just like bringing it up is good, and we can certainly talk about
Yeah.
it more later.
Yeah.
Well,
But
and there's
yes,
certainly some.
Thank you for bringing it up,
Yeah.
though.
There's some metagaming to be done in how if you tag team that, how you do it. I mean,
Yeah.
like a werebear might not have the mental wherewithal to back off to let Gor'Ath have his moment, but that's not to say we can't come up with an excuse in world, a
Yeah.
butterfly for him to chase in that last moment.
Also, not being able to gauge the king's true power, like, I assume it's not a very good idea to just go solo on it either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
we can
maybe
flesh it
it's
out.
just, we'll just flesh it out
Yeah.
after stream.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I do appreciate you bringing it up to me.
Then.
Yeah, great call, Cherry.
Unless we have anything else to discuss, we will start the big encounter next week.
Do we want to? Do we want to get up to the last moment?
Sure.
Just
why
to
not?
just to really keep us, just to be a dick, you know.
Sure. Why not?
All right. So.
So you guys get everything prepared. You have your militia. You have I assume Gor'Ath and Arthur both going up to the palace. I don't know who plans on taking out the prince then. If you guys are both going up there.
Well,
Is the prince not going to be in the palace?
No, he will be, but it's going to be the prince and the king, or the king
I-
versus one of you, and the prince
you know what?
versus one of you, or whatever.
So as we're like walking up to the palace, because like this is like 9:30 p.m. ish, right? Like
yeah, it's late.
couple hours before.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to like take out my axe.
Okay.
All right. Gor'Ath,
Yes.
I think the best way to do this is for you to be armed to the teeth. I have my whole, power of the wild, if we want to call it that.
Giving him the axe?
Over the table, I don't think my character's proficient in axes.
It doesn't matter. You are for this fight.
All right,
Yeah.
Pimpin, I'll take the axe.
I'm going to give you the axe for this upcoming fight.
What's the stat block on that? The attack bonus and damage.
Oh,
Here. No, sent it to me.
attack
We'll
bonus?
hand it over after session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I
Bonus
believe
looks down and like, sweet, an axe.
Gor'Ath.
Nice.
And like Arthur is going to like put a hand on his shoulder. I know you can take the king, especially with what you have on you and what you've been through. I know you are more than capable of doing this.
Yo.
I don't want to place all of this responsibility on you, but I'm not sure if my strength will be enough to kill the prince. Merely give you time to get through your battle, okay?
All right.
If I should fall, I'm relying on you to avenge me.
I shall avenge you.
All right. Let's do this.
All right.
Fuck them up.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Can the call to start the fight from outside the walls be a firebolt into the air?
Oh, that's
Like
cool.
like a fucking flare?
That would be
Like
cool.
moon rising to like as the signal starts, moon rising. Reaghan gives like a signal from Thess saying something. Firebolt into the air.
Yeah, my eyes are like glowing green. I'm looking through hers, and you just
Fuck yes.
You get like somber music, like the like arcane-esque music, like flare in the air. Like you get a zoom in of like from Thess's eyes going down to Trundar. And then you see that vision go through the streets of Trundar, like zipping in and out of different alleyways and streets into the palace, where you see the prince apprehensive against Arthur, and then you go up the stairs a little bit more, and you see the king facing off against Gor'Ath. And we will pick it up next week.
Oh yeah.
Reaghan.
Oh.
That's good.
Vive la révolution!
Yes.